Why be a society girl when you could be a slop girl?
Amen.
And that's how we're starting off here today. Hello everyone, skull902 here, along with Trip and M, to be joined by Shea later.
Hi.
Hey audience, can you hear Trip?
I think my thing got knocked down way low. That's what happened. I was like, "Hello, everybody," but then I sounded real quiet. So, hello, everybody. That's what I sound like for a while. Let me fix that. I'm so sorry.
While Trip is fixing that today, we're doing Super Mario Galaxy.
Super Mario Galaxy. Yeah. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
Super Mario Galaxy Part 2. Part 1. Like we didn't have like a stream that was properly titled Super Mario Galaxy Part 1, but Part 1 was a part of Extra Life Let's Go 3, which I have linked in the description. So if you didn't see Part 1, you can find it like right at the top of the description. So not to worry. There's an echo with Trip a little bit. Interesting.
What? That is not a problem that we've had before. Great. That's exactly what I needed. Let me fix this.
While that's going on, to answer your question, Nightshade, how has life been? This last month and a half has been kind of difficult. Clone Calamity aside, like that was great, and I wouldn't trade that in for the world, you know. But computer issues and whatnot, trying to figure out what the hell to do because the new computer that I got ended up being a dud. Nightshade says you're good now, Trip.
Yeah, I listened for a bit, and I think whatever happened unfucked itself. So that's a good sign.
Yeah.
I'll give you credit. I always ask people, "Hey, how's the audio? How's the audio?" Because I always struggle with audio issues through OBS, and it's never easy for some reason. People say I'm good, and then I'll look back, and there's some sort of issue that's like glaringly obvious, but nobody says a thing about it. So thank you for being basically the first person to mention something.
Yeah. You know, I'll also say that my birthday was good last month, the day after Clone Calamity, just to continue on with my answer. But the computer issue has been a little fucky-wucky crack. I've since gone back to my old PC, at least for now, as we try to figure out what the hell to do next. So yeah, but that's part of the reason why Trip is streaming here today.
Yes.
Because while I'm finding it difficult to stream games on my own, I can at least still have Trip, and I know Josh has offered to do some stuff, and other friends who are capable of streaming to the channel in my place. And to them, I am very thankful for the offer and everything. So we're gonna have a good time with Super Mario Galaxy here today.
Yeah. Yeah, we are good to go. And I will say, just once, if anything's too loud, too quiet, let me know. I'll adjust that. For whatever reason, the audio is different in our ears than how it is over the stream. So if I'm too loud, tell me. If Barndo and M are too quiet, let me know. Or if the game's too loud, let me know. I'm judging by only visuals here from what the green, yellow, and red is showing me on OBS. But yeah.
Yeah, if our voices are sounding like fucky wuckies, then just let us know.
Nightshade, yeah, my birthday was on May 10th, and thank you for the belated birthday wishes. Stitch, you did wish me a happy birthday. I believe the way you did it was by saying like Happy Womb Escaping Day or something.
Something like Womb Eviction Day.
Yeah, something to that effect. I'd have to go look back on the stream, but I know, like, you were one of the first people there, and I am, like, 100% certain that you not only wished me a happy birthday, but did it in a funny way. And yes, Nightshade, that does in fact mean that friendship is magic. And I'm very thankful to have people like Trip, like Josh, and others who are willing to step in for me while I'm trying to figure out what the situation is going to be. I can still do Memory Lane Buddies, which Rabbit and I are going to do a special episode about unfinished or unrealized projects later this month.
Oh, that's going to be a good one.
Yeah. So Memory Lane Buddies, it's just like, excuse me. Memory Lane Buddies is just like a simple screen, so I can stream that no problem. It's just other things. There's like one more solution for this computer that I'm thinking about maybe doing because it's something that I didn't think about before, but the likely result is that at some point in the future I might have like a custom PC built or just get like a normie PC again and kind of play things like I did. Yeah. If that's the case, then I'm gonna have to play things like I did back in 2017 to 22 when I had other normie PCs and just like play some simpler games or maybe try newer games on lower settings.
Because we desperately need to go back to that. Not necessarily desperately, but there was like a almost night and day kind of comparison to when you switch to the PC that you have now. I do want to say it's strange, just this predicament all around, because it's not like that you have bad equipment or bad hardware. Because the stuff that you got is, like, especially for the new stuff, was relatively, modern. So
yeah, the problem, my brother suspects that the problem is the NVIDIA drivers, and from what I've been seeing on like Reddit threads and shit, the current NVIDIA drivers aren't doing their job very well. So I did download a driver from back in January, which was before my problem started. It's just a matter of like doing the clean uninstall of the current driver and then installing that driver from January, which I'm a bit nervous about doing. But I'm sure I can do it. See if like that fixes the problem, and if it does, then great, but yeah.
Understandably
I didn't even begin to think that it had anything to do with NVIDIA drivers. That's weirdly interesting.
No, that was an oversight that I had too. It was, and I kind of wish that I had thought of that before resetting this PC because. Oh man, Luigi.
Logie.
But yeah, nah. I don't want to like harp on about my computer issues though this entire stream. But in short, it's being worked on, and there are a couple different possible outcomes. But for now, I'm just gonna I'm gonna do simple stuff like Memory Lane Buddies, and the more complicated stuff will be handled by friends.
Yay! I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm just
Gotta keep the channel going somehow.
Yeah, because there was a 3-week. Of course, the word I'm looking for escapes my brain the second I want to say it. There was a
hiatus.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Like a 3-week hiatus of content.
Postponement.
Yeah, due to all of this, and
yeah.
I don't think any of us noticed right away because we had other things going on IRL, and then eventually one of us was like, "Hey, wait a minute! It's been 3 weeks since we streamed. Let's get back on it."
For true. Angel's Den. Hello, welcome to the stream. Says that they like how the previous level looks, and then this level in particular reminds them of Halloween. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, this is a very Halloween town Galaxy.
Pumpkin goose.
I really like how they stuck Luigi in here as like a little stealth reference to Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, this was pretty much the first Mario game that I owned as a wee lad. So it wasn't necessarily my introduction to Mario and Luigi, but I thought it was pretty like, oh look, there he is. It's so extra. It's green Mario. No, it's Luigi.
Yeah.
It's Spinach Man.
Oh, come on, give me that. Give me that.
Spinach Man.
There we are.
Yeah.
Halloween is Angel's Den's favorite holiday. It's a perfectly legit choice. It was mine when I was a kid. Nowadays it's Christmas, but I still love the shit out of Halloween.
Nowadays it's what now?
Christmas.
What now?
Do you want me to do it like you do on the stream? Yeah.
Yeah. Halloween, as of recent years, has become a very chill day for me, and honestly, I'm not opposed.
You know, I remember back when we met. I think
I didn't like
hated it.
I was like, I was annoyed. I didn't really get it. It was just everywhere. And then one year, some friends invited me to go out for dinner because they were all in town, and we go to a really cool Japanese buffet that we know of. And it was really cool. Come here, one up. Very laid back, and I remember before, like after I dropped my friends off, I was about to drive home. And I was driving through a pretty cool area that I enjoy driving through, and I was like, you know what? It's like a couple hours till midnight. Let me crank up a tune. And so I started playing a Ghost's Pumpkin Soup all alone in my car.
Yeah,
and
man.
I was like, you know what? It was pretty alright.
Halloween actually kicks ass.
Bro, you finally came. I got lost, but here's a power star.
I finally.
Please.
What, Luigi?
Get me out of here, Mario.
So, speaking of Luigi, the main goal for these streams, I'm going to 100% the game. That means getting every single star as Mario and later on as Luigi.
Yeah, man.
So that means
It's gonna be a lot
streams.
of Mario Galaxy streams.
Lots of Mario Galaxy streams. If need be, I am super down doing a Galaxy 2.
Fuck yeah, bro.
That's a great one. I have not even 100%ed Galaxy 2 at all, so I would love a chance to do that and be fun to do it here on this channel.
Ooh. And then also speaking of Luigi and Halloween, Luigi's Mansion will be our Halloween special this year as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot that conversation.
Well, not to worry, we don't have to actually do the Halloween special until like 4 months from now. So
Halloween. Well, wait, let me think about this for a second. Worth noting, Halloween lands on a Friday.
well, we don't have to do it on the day itself.
Good.
We talked about this.
We did, I think. Did we?
Yeah. That honestly, I would prefer not to do it on the day itself anyway, because game day is the day after. So
Oh yeah.
it'd be like doing one marathon one day and then another marathon the next day.
I'm so excited to participate in game day as I do every single year.
Hey, you know, hey, you know,
yeah.
Game day, we're always usually on for like 12 and a half, 13 hours, and it's nice that it's nice to have you know, people around and whatnot.
But
and
where I go,
Yeah.
on game day tends to be a 3.5 hour drive from there and back. Sometimes more, depending if eat. So,
I mean,
we'll see. Buffalo Wild Wings.
I'm just saying I appreciate having you around during the late night parts of it as well.
We can get something going. What I'll probably do is I'll have something on standby. when I get home late night. I'll be like, hey, let's do this now, and I'll start jamming. I'll start playing it. So yeah, we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that for nearly 5 months. Hello to Logan Santos. Welcome to the stream. Happy early birthday. Says that it's next week. Angels earlier said my Halloween costume last year was a vampire. However, let me tell you a funny thing. I spent quite a lot on making it. Like, we were taking high quality materials, 3D modeled the coffin candy basket, just all of it so high quality. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like when people go that extra mile for their stuff. Like, there was a house when I was a kid, and I don't know if they do it anymore, but they had a fairly sizable house. It was like one of those 2, maybe even 3-story kind of deals.
I'm getting fucked over in this game right now, by the way, if you haven't noticed, but we'll get through it.
The entire front of their house during the Halloween season, like, it was not recognizably a house because of how good the decorations were. Like, it was always great to see every year.
Please tell me I
Mario.
intentionally die. No, I don't. Okay. This sucks. So I get messed up by the game, and then even when I'm trying to recover, the game messes me up. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll intentionally die. And when I try to intentionally die, the game messes me up there. So I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah.
Halloween.
Nightshade said, unfortunately for me, Halloween isn't my favorite because as a kid, too often grown adults tried to scare me. I understand if you're at a Halloween event and there's paid actors, so it's a job and I don't blame them, but these were complete strangers doing it for shits and giggles as a joke, and kid me wasn't happy. Yeah.
Understandable.
So sometimes you'll get that for sure.
Yeah.
It's just the unfortunate thing. That does remind me of a story, though, from the very last time I trick-or-treated was when I was 14. And I didn't make it very far because it was extremely hot that day. Yeah, so I was, I was wearing a very cheap costume. It was like that like standard plastic Jason mask. I still have that mask.
Yeah.
And like a black hoodie and whatnot. And it's like, I couldn't tell you how hot it was exactly, but it was definitely over 70 degrees that day. So like my little brother and I think hit up like 3 houses before I was like, dude, I'm gonna die. I gotta get back home. So he eventually just trick-or-treated alone as we were going back to our house. But like at some point, another house on our street, like they did very good with the decorations. They had like lights and props and stuff. And one of their gimmicks was that this kid who I gotta appreciate the dedication because he could have been out trick-or-treating as well. But he decided to, help his family out and whatnot. This kid, like, no older than 7. His little gimmick was that he would hide under, like, the dry leaves and whatnot, and then pop out and scare people as they walked by. Fun little idea. When he tried that with me, like, I knew it was coming because I had seen him do it to other people.
Yeah.
So I sharply turned to look at him. Like, I didn't jump or scream or anything, but I just looked right at him. And as I did that, another trick-or-treater, a young kid, was walking by, and he was just like, "You're not that scary, kid." And like, I should have said something because that was real rude.
Wow.
You did the Batman death glare. I kind of did.
I was kind of like, I was half expecting you to say, I saw him pop out of the leaves, and then I rugby form tackled him into the ground. But
that wouldn't have been possible because we were separated by a fence. But
okay. Well.
But no, I just like Batman Death Glare is a good way of describing it. Like just like a real sharp reaction. You know.
Oh, game fucked me again. I was trying to reach for that one.
Man.
What? It's pulling me back? What is happening? This game has a mind of its own. Yeah. I'm gonna lose a life
I
because
learned everything I know from Koopa the Quick.
Apparently one of my neighbors once upon a time... I never witnessed this for myself, but apparently, on the same street that I live on, the lady who lives on like the opposite end of the street, her son was like a Marine or some branch like that. And he had this giant, like, all black German Shepherd. Real big dude. But it was a real nice dog. He was super friendly, so like he would always run up to people when they would visit. And so they just let him loose on Halloween. And since he's all black, it was so hard to see him. And I really wish I could have witnessed that, because it would have been incredible.
And you don't get a whole lot of German Shepherds that are like super friendly with people.
It was real nice.
That's why they make good guard dogs. Goodness.
Yeah. That was probably over a decade ago since I last saw that dog. No idea if it went back into the service or anything, but I have not seen it since.
Man.
He was around, though, and he was... Like, I know exactly what you're talking about, too, because he was scary, but he was really nice.
Nightshade says, I was thinking you were gonna say you almost punched him. Nah. I don't think I've ever had that reaction. To
No.
just, like, go and punch something when I get spooked.
It depends. Because I don't... For example, in my bedroom, I am facing opposite of my door. Like, my door is behind me. I intentionally leave it locked, because I don't want anyone sneaking up on me and them getting hurt because I react. There's been multiple times where, like, one of my cats would jump from my bed, it's a short distance away, and, like she would just touch my shoulder, and that would freak me out. I'm like, ah! So I feel like if someone were to do that and it's a whole hand, I'd probably have a much more aggressive reaction to it.
My cat would do that too sometimes when I was on the computer. I'd just be like chilling, and then she would just like, you know, jump up and get like her front legs on my thigh or something. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
So sometimes she would do that just by like doing like a full ass jump on my lap, and I'm like, ah!
Yeah, she does that.
Because like my focus is on the screen or whatever, so I didn't see it coming.
Like, she's claimed this chair multiple times, so she likes it up here, and especially if I'm sitting up here, she does not miss a chance to like jump up on my lap or something. And she does it. She's a bright orange cat, but she'll still do it so like silently almost, where I don't see her coming.
Yeah, cats are pretty good about that.
She's stealthy.
Yeah.
They'll sneak up on you. Nightshade says, not the kitty, which immediately reminded me of the 2002 Scooby-Doo. No, Scoob! Don't eat the kitty!
Not the mom.
Angels... Angel says, for real, I saw one house that had, like, absolute good broken toys sort of vibe, like, literally jump scared by some teenager in one of those broken wind-up doll costumes. Whoa. Yeah. You gotta love when when the decorations just go all out like that, and the presentation, like there was one house on that same street I was talking about, that would do like this whole getup with like some nice strobe light effects, a very potent fog machine, and whatnot. They'd be playing like, you know, music, like the Monster Mash and Thriller and all that shit, and it was a really cool place to trick or treat. Because it went basically all the way up their driveway and partially into their garage. Like, it was very nice. I love that sort of stuff, and it depresses me that not that I really go out much to see these sort of things anymore, but like, it just doesn't seem to be as much of a thing as it used to be, at least in my neck of the woods.
Depends on where you go. There's a place that I drive by outside of one of the towns I drive through. Year-round, they have a very interesting yard. It's all fenced in, but there's statues everywhere. When I say statues, I don't mean like Picasso or anything like that, or the statue of David with his willy out. These are like plastic animals. So like there's like gorillas and giraffes and elefantes and all that sort of stuff. So when it comes Halloween time, obviously they'll do like the whole shtick of like a 10-foot tall skeleton or two. But also there'll be like a whole group of skeletons like around the animal statues as well. So they're just everywhere. It's a whole thing. It's a family of skeletons. One of my favorites that they do. It's hard for me to see because I'm driving by it like 60 miles an hour, but one of my favorites that they do is they put one of the skeletons into like the tusks of the elephant, so it's like the tusks is like a hammock or something for one of the skeletons. They get creative. Whoop,
oh, that's fun.
I died.
OMG, as soon as you mentioned the cat sneaking up on your lap trip, my own cat decided to jump up on the chair I'm currently sitting on.
Cats do that, man.
They know.
I don't know why she does that, because she's like, oh, there's not room here for me anymore, bye. But she just... so she'll just leave.
Yeah.
I think she's done that since the day we got her. She just gets comfortable where she wants to.
That's the cat way.
It's the cat way. I gotta be careful every now and then, because if I leave and my door is open for more than like 30 seconds, she will end up somewhere hidden in this room. Like, she'll either nap on my bed or she'll hide underneath my my drawers or something. There was one time I accidentally locked her in.
Oof.
TMI for the remaining results of that, but it wasn't pretty.
Oh.
It made for a long night.
Mephilis, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello.
Hello. We were talking about Halloween costumes earlier.
Yeah, we're talking about like costumes, decoration, and cats.
Yeah, all Halloween related stuff. I haven't done a costume in ever since like 2012, maybe 2011. Been a minute.
Yeah.
Last I remember dressing up as was the cheap like Mario costume from Target. But recently, in the last couple of years, I prefer like commissioning artwork from friends to put my silly little dude in costumes. Like this past year, our dear sweet summer child Contunes, he drew me in a Monster Hunter outfit, because in Monster Hunter, there's only one game that I play, and I don't remember the name of it. I think it's Monster Hunter Rise. There's a Western like leather outfit that you can get. I don't remember the name of it, but it's not important. And also in that game, you can get like your own dog companion, and put like Western like horse tack on the dog. So I did that, and I was like, you know what, this is a good idea. So Contoons drew that for my cartoon Sona, I guess, and also Mutski. It was a really, really well done piece for All Hallows Eve. I think M did a draw of her and I in costume one year too. We did like a matching costume. It's fun. I like doing it that way instead of have to worry about actually wearing something.
Less cheap.
Yeah.
And more creative, art-wise.
Yeah, and, you know, as someone who likes, you know, different choosable cosmetics in video games and whatnot, I definitely can appreciate having my own avatar drawn up in different outfits.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That was not
goodness.
something that I once considered once upon a time, but I know some people who are artists and they're really creative. So they kind of just would ask like, hey, is it okay, like if I drew your avatar wearing this or changed up the outfit? And I was like, you know what, go for it. I like if and only if I commission someone, which is not very often. I like to give the artist as much creative freedom as they so please.
Yeah.
So I'll probably show these off here soon. I can probably just nab them right here. Like normally you'll see my avatar wearing like a blue hoodie. My friend Mune recently did her own spin on it, changing up the shades of blue, and making the cuffs and the hood of the hoodie as like darker shade. They get creative with it. My friend Desi did a similar thing, but she went all out. She gave my avatar a whole Western outfit. Dear God, did she cook, because she went crazy with it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to grab that right now, or at least a couple of those that I mentioned.
Yeah. I don't have my files on me right now. They're sitting on a hard drive, so I'd have to kind of like recall my own alternate outfits from memory. Plushy Child or Plushy Creature, they go by now, who designed the skull902 avatar, did one up where I had like a Mario-esque outfit, Sailor Moon cosplay. That was fun. And of course we have Shea coming in and designing the Princess Skull outfit.
Oh yeah,
beautiful stuff. And then M before that drew him in a Princess Peach cosplay, which was very nice.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So alternate outfits are fun.
yeah, they are, and I am kinda inspired to get a little more creative with that. Granted, I am creatively impaired, so doing that will require me just like describing it to an artist and then letting them go crazy with it and bring it to life. But it's fun. So let me demonstrate here, because I forgot I already have one of these ready. The Western outfit is this. My friend Desi made it. This piece was drawn by the guy who calls himself my dad. GG Crazy Draws drew this as a comm. I like this outfit a lot. It's real cool. Like I said, my friend Desi designed that. I'm going to just throw an image on here as quickly as possible, and show you. There it is. This is the Halloween outfit. It's overlaid. You're sensing a theme here. These are the two exact same characters, but I wanted something a little more Halloween. So here it is, and I like it.
I love the Sonic candy bucket.
Yeah, Contoons got real clever there, and he was like, "Do you recognize that bucket?" And I was like, "What is that?" And it's a nod to the few times where back when I first met Contoons, we would do voices of Sonic characters. He still does a pretty good Tails, and I was Big the Cat, so that's a Big the Cat bucket that Mutsky's holding.
Yeah.
Really good. And now for the last one, I'm not even naming these images, so there's kind of image 1, image 2 on here, but that's something for me to worry about later. This more recent hello. I'm so sorry. Fit to screen. There we go. I mentioned my friend Desi. She designed and created this horse character named Sassy. And she loved Sassy so much that she was like, "Hey, you fully own her now." She said that to me. And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, thanks." So I'm been able to commission art with Sassy in it. My friend Mew and AJ that you should definitely check out on like Instagram, Blue Sky, YouTube. She's everywhere. Did a really cool job. They're also an animator. You should check out their stuff. They're really good. And drew this. It's good, and this is the new outfit that I mentioned, which honestly I'm gonna. I don't know if mainline it is the right word to use or right phrase, but I want this to be the main outfit for my avatar now. It's absolute drip. I love it. It's simple, but it's drip. So yeah.
Good stuff.
Just wanted to, I don't know why, just on a whim wanted to show all this off, but
I mean, we were talking about like
Yeah.
costumes and whatnot. Shea, hello, says haha beans in there, and and thank you for the compliment about being the prettiest. And then Mephiles said, hopefully you don't get Larson, Skull, and I don't know what that means.
that sounds like a last name that I've heard somewhere, and I'm trying to remember what you mean. Are you talking about Daniel Larson? I know of who that is, and I don't think that's someone that should interact with Skull at all. I'm pretty sure that's like, for lack of a better term, the new Christian. So
And I am completely in the dark about this term.
I've only heard of this person.
Larson.
None are good.
Oh
You
no!
gonna do the boss on
My
reduced
memory's
health?
coming back to
Yeah.
me now. Oh yeah, that dude.
Yeah.
Oh, he fucking sucks.
Yeah,
I
not
thought
a
he
good
was
person
trying
to
to
wanna know.
do
Yeah.
grand larceny. Well, I can tell you I'm not out here committing any crimes.
Anymore. Skull902, Skull902erson once went and ate food, and he paid for it. It wasn't a crime, but it was a good thing for him to do. And he left a tip.
I guess some Halloween related. That just made me. I don't know. We were talking about Halloween stuff, and it made me think of something.
Yeah.
When I was very, very little, when Halloween came around, we used to have this big inflatable decoration that we put out in the front yard. And it was Pooh from Winnie the Pooh, but he was dressed up as a vampire. And I remember every single time I was outside, I would always try to hug the Winnie the Pooh thing. And I got so confused, it wasn't hugging me back. I'm like, what? Why isn't it hugging me back? So I kept on hugging it even more, not knowing. And my little peanut brain at the time didn't put together that, hey, this is an inflatable thing, it can't hug you back or whatever, but
Oh.
young me was very determined. It's like, mark my words, I will get a hug out of you.
Mom, Pooh isn't hugging me back.
This is a good time to ask, as Em was telling that story, the boss fight was going on, and it was maybe loud over the stream. Any feedback that I can adjust via OBS is good feedback. So were y'all able to hear her very well? Was the game too loud, game too quiet? Was she too loud, too quiet? It's something that I can adjust on my own. Do not touch your mic settings.
I
So
wasn't going to.
I'm just saying, you don't need to. And we'll get this galaxy done and done. What a very spooky. I'm trying to remember what this one was going to be. It's a secret.
Spooky sprint definitely sounds like the race.
Well, that's the main, I guess, mission, so to speak, for this star. And then there's like secrets. I think it might be this over here, or something of the like. There it is. Yep. Where like there's something hidden, a separate planet, or like a hungry Luma, something like that, where it takes you to an alternate area.
Can you imagine that like ghost dude is just like,
Oh boy, Mario's gonna gonna be here. I just know it. Any minute now.
And he's gone. And that happened.
and that happened.
Looks like Mario's struggling.
Maybe I'm struggling. I think I went overzealous that time. I'm gonna get a game over in this game. That's not something I should brag about, but I'm gonna use the excuse that I am now a grown adult and I do a lot of things outside of the house that require me to go outside every now and then. So playing video games is not something I do often.
Hey man, we're going for 100%. We gotta show what the game over looks like.
Not that kind of 100%. Oh, goodness gracious. Now I'm trying to think of better things. I'm trying to think of ideas for like avatar customizations that like we could do for Skull's little man. Kind of like how he was given like a Red Wings sweater. That was just dumb for me to fall. Like I said, creatively bankrupt, so I need to think of some ideas for my silly little man with his silly mullet.
I completely forgot about the ones that Josh's friend did for me, like the Christmas sweater. I fucking love that one actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That reindeer sweater is boss, and I will not hear any arguments against.
Do you play reindeer games when you wear it?
No, but yeah.
It's all about the game.
It's like the most aesthetically pleasing, quote unquote, ugly Christmas sweater design I think I've ever seen.
No. Oh my god. Wow, that was just unfortunate.
Jerk!
Bitch! We're sorry if we say bad words, but we're not sorry if we say bad words, because that's what we do.
Unless if you're a new viewer, you should really know what you're getting into on this one.
Yeah, this is a thing called YouTube, and most of us here grew up on old YouTube, where much worse things were said in old videos. So we're kind of
much worse.
Still, in a way, we're the good guys, but we just, you know, I like saying the sentence enhancers, much to mi madre's chagrin. I couldn't tell you the amount of times she'd burst into my room and be like, "Stop cussing!" or cartoon cussing, as she may put it.
Cartoon cussing.
Yeah.
Crabs is a
Pussy.
You kiss your mother with that mouth? Well, sometimes, but not recently.
Well, that time,
see,
Shea, we
Nightshade-
weren't talking about you. At least I wasn't.
Hey, no.
No.
Nightshade knows what's up. Yeah, breaking the fucking rules. You know it. It's all about the game and how you break the rules.
I am responding to a DM. Hang on.
See, it's exactly like other skull902 streams.
I love where when I'm doing absolutely nothing, my socials are completely radio silent, but as soon as I'm involved in something like work or driving to work or doing a stream, my phone starts blowing up or my Discord starts blowing up. All our
Isn't that just
food
everyone's
keeps
luck?
blowing up. I guess so. But I have a bad track record of not having good luck, so I add that to the tally.
I have a really bad habit, actually, of that's why I made that little joke like if I see a Discord DM while I'm streaming, I like, sorry, I have to check this.
Yeah. This is important. And
I
now
see the one in the corner.
one of my favorite galaxies in all the game. Not necessarily because of anything that's involved in the galaxy, mainly because I love a good tropical setting.
Yeah.
So this is my first beach level, I guess, from when
Nice.
I was a kid.
Beach aesthetic.
I love it.
We got we get the pengies here. Hopefully, there's a ledge that you can throw one of them off.
Unfortunately, you can't pick them up at all. But
Damn it!
yeah,
Oh, that's dumb.
yeah, I love this galaxy, and I love the music playing too, which should be playing over the stream right now. I can hear it. Skull and M can hear it. At least I'm talking about the game audio specifically here. For whatever reason, OBS is dumb, and
Well, you know,
so
no one said anything, so
well, no one says anything when it's like that. when
Well,
it's not
you know,
going over stream.
you asked like right at the beginning of the stream though, and
I did.
Everyone here said that things were fine. So
That should, you know, but
yeah.
also that I've done that before. Some would say it's fine, and later on it's not fine. So, so I just want to make sure that if I'm doing anything, I'm at least doing it right. I'm giving the viewers a pleasant experience viewing the stream that we basically earned thanks to donating to charity.
Pat, Mr. Trip.
Mwah, mwah, Mr. Brandon. I don't quite remember what to do in this mission. Oh wait, we're collecting the tortilla chips. That's what we're doing.
Tortilla chips.
Yeah. Oops, I completely missed that tortilla chip, and now the clam is gonna be like mwah on that tortilla chip. I thought so. Come on, man. Let me add it. This is what I need.
Oh, Doritos!
It's got eyes.
You know, I really wish I could remember some of the names that I gave these things when I was a kid, because I played this game when it was still relatively new. I was like 5, and this was my first Mario game that I owned. So maybe at some point I did call those like those star pieces chips or something.
Could have been.
Could have been.
I definitely remember when I first started playing Mario, I didn't know all the enemy names, so I just kind of
Yeah, I think I used to call the
made
cheat sheets like
assumptions about
drowners or something like that. Something really weird and cartoony.
drowners.
Drowners.
And I think like back then I was a little more simple, so like would just call like say the Koopa Troopas, for instance, just call them turtles, which
Right.
isn't wrong necessarily, but the only like specific one that I remember is that like there's those little pink birds in Mario 2, and I legitimately forget what they're actually called now, but They like the way they look always reminded me of old ladies for some reason. So, like I don't know if I ever actually vocally referred to them as like granny birds or whatever, but it always ran through my mind.
Granny
Always-
Birds is awesome.
Yeah, always ran through my mind.
Dude, you know, if I ever made up a name for something or anything, which I don't think I often did, it'll never be as iconic as Owie Boo Boo or anything related.
I was
to
about to say, because like if I had been that age at the time, I probably could have come up with something as entertaining as Owie Boo Boo.
that. Yeah. Later on, maybe I would get it, you know, use what am I trying to say? Later on, when I was like a preteen and a teen, maybe my the made up names for things would be probably more jokey and stupid. I'm glad I don't even remember them because they were probably super dumb. I don't think they were anything like too offensive or anything. They were probably dumb.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's a green blob.
Now that you turned me into a green blob.
Yeah.
Yancey comes into the chat here. He says, "Trip, have you got the Switch 2 yet?"
No. In fact, I completely missed the launch, and I came across. This is an interesting story. People talk about all the time how everything's all digital now. Nobody goes out and buys things or camps out for things. That is not true. I had a late shift, and I was going home. I was passing through one of my favorite places to pass through, just to to kill time while I'm going home. It's a college town, and it has a really big strip mall. And in said strip mall is a Best Buy. Now, I'm passing through right before 11 p.m. I'm getting closer and closer to the Best Buy, and I noticed just some weird shapes out front. I'm thinking, okay, this late at night, nothing's open. Did they just leave a bunch of like coat racks and stuff and like t-shirts just hanging out there in front of like the Spencers or whatever? Because there's a Spencers out there too. But nope, it was a giant line of people lining up in front of the Best Buy to get the Switch 2 at launch. And I was thinking, I don't think I've ever experienced this where people are camping out for a midnight launch or a late night, early morning release for something. It was a huge line too, and Skull and M can vouch for me because I showed it to him. There's a big old line of people that spanned from the Dick's Sporting Goods to the Home Depot. If that's not a good measurement for you, even though you don't know where these are located, I don't know what is.
It was a very significant line.
Oh yeah, a lot of people too. They were all like they had out like chairs, maybe like a tent or two. People were out like already playing their old Switches, getting ready. I didn't like spy or anything, so I was just there briefly. I have no idea what I'm doing in this mission, by the way. I'm just swimming around. I think I have to go see Turbo Ted is what I have to do.
It's okay, you're telling a story.
But I think there was like Best Buy staff members. There was a few people handing around like pamphlets or sheets of paper to the various people lined up. I'm curious what that was about. But there didn't seem to be any problems for the line. People seemed to be really enjoying themselves being out that late on it was like a Tuesday or a Wednesday night. So I thought that was really cool. In a college town, people will still want to line up outside of like a Best Buy or maybe a GameStop for these new things. And I thought, you know what? Maybe there is some hope for society if that's still going on.
Yeah. I know after seeing multiple different videos from multiple different console launches, like I would love to be around that experience at least once.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this is always interesting to see. Katie, hello, welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
And then Yancy said, I got it 5 hours early. I actually got it after work while grocery shopping. And I remember you DMing me about that. It was it reminded me of I forget if it was Halo CE Anniversary Edition or Fallout New Vegas, but I definitely remembered a time when my older brother just kind of waltzed into Walmart a little early, asked the person working at the games section if they had, whatever game it was, and they did, so he got it a little bit early.
Nice.
I remember Sonic Generations actually was leaked like that too. People got it like a day early by just like going to Walmart or whatever, and being like, "Hey, do you get Generations in stock?" "Oh yeah, we do." There was another Sonic game that got out like that a few days early. I think it was like the Switch version of Frontiers, I want to say, was out like a few days early, just because of stuff like that. People breaking the street date.
Fun. Excuse me, let me adjust. My foot fell asleep. Oh, joy. I haven't checked the chat in a second, but to answer Yancey's question earlier, or I guess to continue on from that, I'm not super eager to get a Switch 2, mainly because I'm still saving up for other things, like, I had a PS5, the thing broke, I don't want to lose all the games that I spent that much money on the PS5, some of whom I could only play it on there. So I'm saving up to get a new one, probably like a Slim or something. But yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what prompted this, but Yancy said Trip is a gooner in all caps.
As an asexual person, respectfully, no. But I appreciate your concerns.
Oh, okay, it's because Katie said, let me guess, Trip is playing this game because of Rosalina.
No, that's Crow.
Crowwood.
Yes, Trip has no particular feelings about Rosalina, but he has been depicted in her outfit before.
By very small people, yes.
Yeah.
Very small individuals. Teeny tiny, bite-sized, sleeps in a shoe with plenty of room to go. Size 8.
They work at his Matchbox.
So that's the only connection I have with Rosalina. Thankfully, that image has been lost to time. Hopefully, it stays that way. People seem to like the ideas of me fancying cartoon characters. This has happened since I was a kid. I don't know why. One of my childhood friends really desperately tried to gaslight people into thinking that I had a crush on Sonya from Sonic Underground. Part of the reason why I don't like that character. I think they did the same thing when spoiler alert was announced or shown in the third Sonic movie. Am I even allowed to say it? But
you know what? It's been like half a year now. I don't care.
Okay. When Amy appeared in the post-credit scene, the same friend did the same thing, but he was obviously joking, like calling back to his own immaturity. Someone made a joke saying I was being sus about Sally Acorn. Once again, respectfully, no. While I do think she's a really cool character, I would not. No. I don't want to reside in hot chick heaven. I don't plan on it.
The size of a real human gooner.
I knew you were gonna reference
Thankfully, I'm not that.
Goodness. Yeah, I don't think that
Oh,
anyone
yeah,
has
yeah.
ever. I don't think that anyone's ever done that with me and cartoon characters, but I know that I think it even happened on like the Clone Calamity premiere stream, or like one of them where like the only comments that I've gotten of that nature are like with like real life people that I know. Is like someone.
Oh.
I remember someone commenting like, "Is skull902 real?" And I'm like,
What?
"My friend, please don't talk about us like that."
I remember hashtag Skullphonic.
Skullphonic. Oh god.
That shit.
Skullphonic is platonic.
I'm glad that rhymes too. That was an interesting era. I don't know what I'd rather be accused of. Accused of having a crush on real people, who I may or may not know, or accused of having a crush on cartoon characters. I don't know what's more humiliating, or what's less humiliating.
I think I would much rather have someone like joke about like me and a cartoon character than like actually speculate or ship me with an actual friend of mine.
A joke is fine, but I think some as I said, some people have tried to either insinuate or start a rumor that, oh, it is true that he has a crush on Vector the crocodile and is a gooner for that. No.
Yeah, that's yeah. Again, I would much like if someone's gonna do it, then I would rather like, point a gun to my head. I would take the cartoon characters.
Lola Bunny! It's Lola Bunny!
It's Lola Bunny. She's got bunny boobies.
Let me invite the person who keeps texting me to join the stream chat. Hey, you should watch the stream. Ooh. There we go.
Let's see here. Nightshade said, "OMG" when Kuko said "gooner." I'm reminded of when Game Grumps played Sonic Frontiers, and legit they spent a whole episode looking up what gooning meant, and eventually made a song. Oh dear.
Oh, did they really? Man. Oh gosh.
Apparently a whole part. Yancey would also rather be associated with cartoon characters than an actual friend of his, which is the right choice.
Yeah.
And also, I'm going to be a doctor. I switched careers. I can't wield anymore. My knees can't handle it. I think that's a reference to something. Hi, Shea.
Oh, hello.
Hola.
Also, I just noticed something.
Bitch.
What's that?
This me.
So, when you're finished with this level, and I don't know if you're gonna get transported back to where Rosalina is, look down at the ground.
Look down at the ground.
Where Mario's reflection is.
Okay. I like the outside, like the center of the observatory where Rosalina's already at, always at.
Yeah, where.
Okay.
Yeah, where you can also see your reflection.
Are you talking about like the gears down there, or what?
Not exactly. If you look at Mario's reflection, while you have Mario kind of pointed at the camera, I looked down there and noticed that his eyes are white.
Like, oh, they're all white?
Yeah.
I'm a possessed.
Oh, I gotta see that.
Oh, I see, Yancey. Well, I hope that your knees can find some relief, soon.
I hope you become a doctor so you can help me with my joint pain. I'm an old man. I'm an unk of 23, as they say. I remember someone tried to make those jokes with me, like, how many times do I have to teach this lesson to you, old man? And I'm like, dude, you are barely, like, you're not even 2 years younger than me. Stop. You're not even being clever.
I love the young people.
If you are gonna become a doctor, which looks like that you definitely are, I think you should have a look at my feet. I'm very clumsy and I keep flipping over them because I fall for trip every time.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
That deserves applause.
That was,
Damn, she risen up in
You're
here.
not supposed to be nice to me, Em. No. Oh. Man.
Trip, you just reminded me that I'm gonna be 25 this month. Oh man, I remember being 25.
No.
I remember being 25. When that happens in 2 years.
I was gonna say.
You're gonna be like 25 months or something.
I
25
don't
months.
remember being 25 months, no. I do remember suddenly snapping into consciousness at like 4 years old, but you know, other than that, I just saw the golden shell. Where is it at? I thought it was with this group of pins, Pittsburgh Penguins. It's like they're in a V formation somewhere. But one of them's got the shell. It's a Koopa shell. I've done this 1,000 times. I should know where it's at. I should at least see it.
Hey, Pittsburgh Penguins, you guys should really just like, you should just rebuild already.
Do I have to activate it upstairs, or am I doing something wrong? I could have sworn I saw the sparkly down below, and maybe not. Maybe I do have to talk to the guy and then activate it later. I guess Mandela effect is going on here, where I thought that they already spawned with the golden shell in hand. That is interesting. Very interesting.
I also see that I misread what Yancey said. He's going to be a doctor, and to that I say good luck and hope that it works out, and congrats.
Yeah. My way of saying congrats was saying yeah, please help me with my joint pain as well. I wasn't being I promise. It was me joking about myself feeling old. That was my dumb way of saying congrats. If anything, I'm just saying I trust you with with helping me out. So yeah. In my own dumb way, congrats. I apologize if it didn't come off that way. Come on, out we go. I always thought this was really cool as a kid, where you jump in with a Koopa shell and it speeds you up for some reason. Don't know what the reasoning behind it is, and you can also stop on a dime. I think it's really cool. I always used to joke that like Mario was like a stagehand or something, and he was putting on a spotlight on like a stage. Cause yeah, I like it. I'm rambling again. I like, I'm a sports fan. I like when arenas that I go to, they'll have like the lights go down, they'll have the spotlights go up and everything. Really, really cool. They still do
Orlando Magic.
Orlando Magic. Oh. I've
Orlando
seen
Magic.
some outdoor stadiums start doing that, and I'm like, okay, university, how much can I pay you to get that going at our football stadium, please? That would be awesome. I would lose my mind and already be shirtless, but that's a story for another day.
I'm still waiting on that pig.
My goodness.
Mwah. Good night,
You're
everybody.
just being silly.
Good night, everybody.
I'm just being silly.
Completely forgot about that.
She wants them pics.
God.
Oh my god.
She wants it as her wallpaper.
I'm too embarrassed to speak now.
Uh-oh.
Katie, no.
Go to Rosalina. Go to Rosalina.
M keeps flirting with me. I don't know how to handle it.
Katie, no.
Rosalina time.
Rosalina.
Katie, I know you're joking, but M is also asexual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's think
Alright,
of Mario's
point Mario
reflection.
towards you. Alright. Look.
Oh yeah, he has no pupils.
Yeah, he's got no eyes.
He's got wow.
Yeah.
that's scary.
Mamma mia. Oh.
I feel like there's a demon underneath me.
Oh, this is another dimension, Mario. I am not just your reflection. I am what you will become.
I am your dark
Analog
side,
horror
Mario.
feel.
I'm Shadow Mario.
It's the alternate reality where Mario doesn't save the princess and he's stuck in space forever.
You're comparing yourself to me? Ha!
You're not even good enough to be my fake.
I'll make you eat those words.
Eat my Italian sausage!
You're comparing yourself to me? Wah!
I
Yeah, man.
Wow.
my sausage.
You're not even good enough to be my onions. WarioWare 4 for the Game Boy Advance.
I love doing my god-awful Wario voice. It's fun to do, but I suck at voices, so it doesn't sound good.
Wow!
I say it's pretty accurate than what I've heard from others, so. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just being generous.
I'm actually not, but
Yes, you are. You're trying to get me to take back my statement where I was like, bitch, over a year ago or so, or two.
over a year ago, you mean like a few minutes ago? No,
Well,
I'm kidding.
every day, yes.
Yeah,
But I digress.
I own that name, so
Giant
Don't
eel out.
bother me
Which one is
then.
this? I always see the names, but I can never connect the dots for what the star is actually for.
long before time.
Long before time, my name. Long before time had a name, a god-awful cartoon called Sonic Underground cursed the airwaves. In syndication, thankfully.
We must destroy it.
We must destroy it and hope it never resurfaces. Oh, man. I mean, and I'm sorry to talk something Sonic related here on a Mario issue, but I think that was... I can't confirm. I think that was my introduction to Sonic as a franchise, seeing the theme song to Underground in some preview thing on like a Super Show DVD that I rented. I either had or rented from like the Redbox.
I had one from like Blockbuster.
And the bonus features were all these like theme songs and intros from other Deke cartoons. From like the final Deke cartoon to ever be created, called like Dino Squad or Dinosaur Squad. Just some like really old stuff from the 80s. The only Sonic one they had was Sonic Underground. And since the theme song was the highlight of that entire series, I was instantly, like, blown away with how amazing it sounded. Boy, was I wrong. They had plenty of options to go for. They could have gone with Adventures, they could have gone with Sat AM. Nope, they went with Underground. I guess it was because it was the more recent one. But still, why?
Yeah.
Why? Again, I can't confirm it. I don't know if it was that was my introduction to Sonic or the first Mario and Sonic Olympics game for the Wii. It was one of those, maybe both, within a short time period between each other.
Yeah.
Mine was a Sonic racing game for the DS.
A game from like Game Boy Advance, I think my brother played, and then he got Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh boy.
And Shea's first love was
Oh my god. When that hedgehog said damn, oh man.
That changed everything.
Mom, what the damn?
Hey, Mom.
I even remember my mom's reaction to that.
What's a gun?
Why did he shoot that girl, Mom?
My first Sonic-related memory, as told in my "Why I Like Sonic" video, was I remember seeing the credits of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog on TV when I was 4, and I must have already known like who Sonic was because like I recognized it as Sonic, so like I must have
Yeah.
gotten it from like the cartoon or the commercials or whatever. But my first like actual memory of Sonic was seeing the credits of the cartoon.
Mm.
That's similar to my first experience with this game. I knew what Mario was as a concept, but I can't recall a single Mario game that I was like exposed to before this one. This is the first one I owned and played for myself, but I had friends who I'm still friends with today, I guess, show me what Mario was, because they were big gamers, and yeah, I guess I just knew Mario. I just didn't know the full lore, so to speak. Which reminds me, so I met these guys. We're around the same age. Me and these two guys, both of them brothers. I met these guys at like a soccer thing that we were part of, and apparently, the way we met, we introduced each other as like, "Hey, my name's Nate. I like Mario. Oh, hi, I'm Trip. I like Bible Man."
Oh God.
I cannot confirm nor deny if that actually happened, but I feel like I'm thinking like there's no way that I knew Bible Man before I knew Mario. Like I would admit that if it was true, but I'm just kind of doubting it. But hey, that's how he remembers it.
They just look at each other and like, wow, we really need to expand your palate.
That's oh my gosh, yeah, that's pretty much how it went. They were like, yeah, we need to show you what this is all about. Because like I think I told the story about the first video game I was ever exposed to was from a separate friend showing me Donkey Kong 64. So they had that game too. They had a Nintendo 64, PS2. I think they had either a Wii or a GameCube that could play GameCube games. So they had all the old stuff. Well, they weren't really old back then, but you know what I mean. So that really was my... It's weird to think about that I became someone who enjoys video games because of other people, because of knowing other folks. I think it's cool. We look back fondly on some of our favorite games that we played together as kids, and thankfully, those friendships have lasted so long. I mentioned that I met those guys when I was like 4, maybe 5, and recently, this past winter, at the age of 23, I was a groomsman at one of their weddings. One of the two brothers' weddings. It was really cool.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
video games brings people together. Case in point. What?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
I know that was kind of a ramble there for a bit. I apologize, but it is all connected. I promise.
Oh, you're all good.
No.
Katie said, I think mine was Sonic X and Sonic Song 182 videos, and Sonic Colors for the DS. Watching friends play Sonic games. Nightshade said, my first memory of Sonic was seeing glimpses of some of my relatives playing Sonic 06, but didn't get into the fandom until I was in middle school, where my school provided me with an iPad, and YouTube wasn't so restricted with copyright. Imagine getting provided with an iPad at school.
Yeah.
Definitely wouldn't have been my school.
No, yeah. My school gave us like really low performance Chromebooks that were very restrictive. Even then, so we found works around it where like me and a buddy of mine that I knew. We had a very nerdy Spanish class. So there'd be a lot of times where out of nowhere, there's a quiet moment in Spanish class, you just hear a fully blasted Pingus from the opposite end of the of the classroom. So
Oh my.
we bless our Spanish teacher, man, because she had some patience and she still managed to properly teach us Spanish 1 and Spanish 2. Golly.
Well, man, I remember, I went to many elementary schools, but the last one that I went to had, you know those like 2000s, like those Y2K era, IMAX.
Oh,
with
yeah.
like the, you know, the different color monitors and stuff.
Yes.
They had those, but like most of them didn't work in the library, and I swear that like the one that did was just used as a screen for Windows.
Huh.
Yeah, it was weird. I don't remember much about it, but I definitely remember seeing like the green, like you know, early 2000s iMac in that library and thinking, wow, that's a cool screen. I like that.
And then years later, you bought one for yourself.
I mean, I'd be interested in checking it out.
Or someone bought one for you. Still in the works. Shit.
Oof. Nightshade said, I mean, there were still some restrictions on our iPads, like certain websites, and the only one I was aware of because our classmates wouldn't be quiet about it, but YouTube was okay, apparently. You see, that's interesting to me, just because, like, you know, when I was going to school, like, I don't even think the iPad was out. Like, smartphones had barely started becoming somewhat more common, by the time that I attended my last day of school. Albeit it was 2 years before I was set to graduate because I quit. And just a little PSA, everyone: do not quit school.
I'm inspired.
It is not a good life decision to make. But that's aside from the point. We had like Windows XP computers in the computer lab, and any given classroom would have like one or two of the same computer in it. But yeah, no, this was like back when like cell phones were an absolute no-no in class. I remember one day, this is like one of the most embarrassing school stories of all time for me. Like my mom was like, "Hey, I know you and your friend are gonna be out like a fair bit later today, so just like take my phone, and you know, keep it with you, and you know, blah blah blah." So I'm like, "All right." Go through most of the school day just fine. Then
I'm sorry. I wasn't laughing at you going through your school day. I just died.
yeah.
Sorry.
And then I'm in homeroom, so this would have been 5th period, social studies. Someone calls, and
Oh no.
my mom's ringtone was the Days of Our Lives theme song.
Oh
So you know,
no.
I have to like awkwardly explain to my teacher that my mom trusted me with her phone for the day to do whatever, and he was like, you know, because it was in like a mentorship Big Brother program sort of thing. He was like, give your phone to your mentor, and I'm like, okay. So he held on to it for the rest of the day, and I thankfully didn't get in actual trouble for it.
That's good. I remember the days when ringtones were all the rage, of getting your own ringtone, like, it was a big thing. These seemed to be more customizable back in the day. I deserve to die
Yeah.
here. But yeah, I just remembered like thinking, man, that's so cool. I heard song out in public. Someone's got a cool ringtone. You can insert whatever you want to. When I said song there. But you know, you get the gist.
I remember like how like Eric Church or something like that as a ringtone.
I recall in a stupid Mario blooper, that was a stupid way to die. Richie suddenly goes, "My cell phone's ringing, hold on," and his ringtone was the victory theme from Final Fantasy VII. Which, like, I don't know if that's something you're able to do now. At least from, like, someone like myself who has an iPhone could do. 'Cause that's not really sold on the iTunes store. So I, you know, kind of miss that kind of customizability.
I remember my very first ringtone that I used for my very first phone was Green Hills from Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
So, like, my younger teen put that as a ringtone so that whenever my phone rang, I'd be like, "Oh, I can run fast like Sonic the Hedgehog to pick up my phone and to find out from my mother."
That's cute.
the short time I had a ringtone before just completely silencing my phone altogether and letting it just vibrate in my pocket. I, for whatever reason, decided to let my ringtone be the Cantina theme from Star Wars. I guess because my friends and I, that was when like the new movies were coming out, you know. So we would go see those movies just as a fun night out, and I was like, oh, you know, when those friends call, I'll start hearing that fun Star Wars song. And it got annoying quick, so I didn't use it very long. Hey, it's me, Mario.
It's a me, Mario.
It's me, Mario. Wahoo! Let's go. Yippee!
Hey, it's me, Squawk. Let's see here. Nightshade said, I remember watching the entirety of Sonic X on YouTube, and there would be an episode 15 part 1, and then sometimes you have to go on a witch hunt for the other parts. I remember those days.
Same.
Sega.
Sieja.
John Cena.
Cena. What is your favorite Sonic X episode? Asks KD. You know, one that I watch every year for the summertime, and it's just about time for me and Shadowcoon to hop back on that tradition. And before it was Rabbit and I would turn it on for the summer every year, but I think it's episode 9 for me. The Last Resort. In English, the Japanese title was Amy on the Beach. It has a lot to do with how I became a fan. So, like and it's just one of the better episodes. So for nostalgic reasons, I would say that. Probably writing-wise, though, would be the 14th episode, which I'm forgetting what it's called in English or Japanese, but it's the one where Sonic hangs out with Helen. Good shit.
What about everybody else in the call? What
Yeah,
about you, Shea?
Wait,
You
what?
guys are free to answer that as well.
Yeah, Shea.
I was reading something. What?
Katie asked, what the favorite Sonic X episode was.
I guess a lot of it's probably from like season 1, because I remember like I got like the DVDs from Best Buy, or not Best Buy, Blockbuster, excuse me. I don't really have a particular favorite per se, so don't really have an answer.
Katie says, mine was mission matchup when Team Chaotix tries to meddle between Tails and Cosmo. Any episode with the Chaotix in it, banger.
Is a good pick.
Oh yeah. Nightshade says, Katie, there's so many. I'm gonna be kind of like most of the episodes with Shadow in them, but the one that made me love Amy as a character is in season 1 with the beach episode.
I guess I'll pick one is like the one with Helen in it. I think it was like 14, episode 14.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was sweet. Yeah.
It was very nice. It was like Sonic actually acting like Sonic instead of most of the series where he's just kind of like a lazy douchebag.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm that annoying guy from Super Mario Sunshine.
And the song playing is driving in, I'm speeding, and I'm not gonna finish that. I don't even remember the title of that parody song. Driving in, I'm speeding, and I'm violently masturbating, something like that. It's a very Newgrounds song. Yeah, it's that. I am trying to think.
It's that Madagascar guy from Family Guy if he were a gooner.
Makes me want to masturbate without looking.
Yeah.
Trying to think what my my favorite Sonic X episode is. I think I told the story on stream how once upon a time I'd made it a Saturday morning ritual to turn on the CW at like 7 or 7:30 in the morning to catch it because it was still being aired at the time, and like up until like the mid to late 2010s it was on TV for that long.
Yeah.
About up until I reached high school, I would, like I said, wake up every morning and watch it. Despite that, most of the episodes, I'm trying to think. I feel like most of the episodes I saw on the CW were like the Metarex saga. What just happened?
I like those
there?
two.
So like there's. That's a whole saga that don't really have any, in my opinion, episodes that at least stood out to me then, and it doesn't help that I haven't watched the series in a very long time, so my memory of it is quite blurby. So maybe I gotta rewatch those episodes to find that answer.
And,
I did like the baseball one too.
The baseball one's fun.
Yeah.
The Metarex saga, I think, was, with certain exceptions, like the best episodes of the show. But even then, it's just a lot of potential that could have been reached, but ultimately wasn't. And that's kind of the show's biggest flaw, is that it could have been a lot better than it was, and it just kind of it's not good.
Yeah.
But I do still have like a really big soft spot for it, though, just because of how much it has to do with me becoming a fan.
Yeah. I remember renting it every time I got the chance. Back when there was still like a red box out in front of the McDonald's and stuff. I don't know. I just don't know why I don't remember that show as well as I want to. I mean,
well, it's all free on YouTube.
That's true.
I'm back.
Let's see here. TTP. Hello.
TTP's here.
Says, yeah, he is. He says, "Oh, I come in on time to hear about the Metarex," and
Yeah, it
that's
sucked.
true. Nightshade says, "Yeah, my only beef in season 3 was the finale where Tails had to kill Cosmo, and Sonic is just a stoic statue. Like, why couldn't you even give a hug to Tails?" Yeah, fuck that moment. Sonic should have given him a goddamn hug.
Sonic can't have emotion.
And then Katie also has a point there where they took a lot of emotion out of Cosmo's sacrifice. You know, in Japanese, like Tails is absolutely fucking devastated, right? And you know, he gives this big old speech about like how he can't do it, you know, and he blurts out like, "Oh, I love you," and whatnot before he fires the trigger. Very emotional. And then in English, like you know, he's still crying and whatnot, but like his whole speech is just kind of reduced to, "Ah, shucks, Cosmo, you know, we were great friends and all, and it sucks that this has to be the case, but, you know, the universe is the universe. Okay, bye."
Bros
You know?
before hoes.
Oh, God.
I recall seeing the original like Japanese version of that scene. I was like, man, that's sad, and I don't think I remember seeing it in the dub either. So that's, yeah, that's kind of ass, in my expert opinion.
Yeah.
I do want to apologize real quick though. When I love answering like those fun questions like, "Oh, what's your favorite this?" My answers for anything Sonic related are going to be very dumb, because I have a very stark contrast opinions about Sonic anything as compared to the average Sonic fan. So I apologize for that. I probably shouldn't consider myself a Sonic fan because of it. There's a lot of things that I don't like and I do like, some of which just don't add up. So, is it Omochao? What is what Omochao?
Shrug.
If it's Omochao, I'm gonna throw him off a bridge like I normally do in SA2.
Yeah.
So, then again, the reason I just mentioned is kind of why I'm not, you don't always hear my opinions on anything Sonic. Because, I don't want to invalidate anyone's opinions, because I know what the franchise means to a lot of people.
Damn, dude.
Well, at the end of
There
the
was
day,
like
their
a
opinions, so-
slight hope there that you could get up, and then nah.
See, that K-Mac moment was very similar to other conversations I've had about Sonic, where someone hears my different opinions and kicks my ass for it. But
Yeah,
not really.
you know,
But
I think it should be understood that like everything said here is like opinions, and like, you know,
Yeah.
you're free to have your own like and whatnot. It's okay to disagree. It's
okay
all
to
right, you know.
disagree. Okay, well, if it's
Sonic
okay to
X.
disagree, I didn't enjoy the 3 Sonic movies, but that's okay because I at least appreciate the notion that a lot of people found lots of joy and just had a lot of appreciation is the word I'm looking for those movies, so I can respect them there. But I just like, I've only seen each movie once, and that was when I went to the theater to see them, and I thought they were fine. I didn't think they were great, but they were okay. And unless asked more questions about it, that's all I have to say.
Yeah.
All there is to say is Wade.
Wade.
Is goat.
Wade was great, you know. He was a welcome addition for sure.
So was that your dad?
What? I'm sorry, Knuckles. I promised to guard this with my life. Well, I tried.
Yeah, that was one. Like, I get that he was basically the star of the Knuckles show, but like, I do feel kind of sad that that he wasn't in more of the movie.
I know.
Yeah, they fucked him over in the 3rd movie.
Let's see here. TTP's favorite episode was one episode I really like is when Sam Speed gives Amy a ride and she experiences Sonic speed. It's very cool. one of Amy's worst episodes.
Oh. Oh, we got spicy here. Spicy different opinions. Ooh.
No, I mean,
Something.
you know, I have been very clear multiple times that like whenever I say an opinion or whatever about a show, a video game, what have you, you know, you like it is perfectly okay to not agree, and like, you know, it's not like a personal insult to anybody who doesn't hold the same opinion or anything. I know that there's been a few people who've like listened to my take on something and thought that I was like attacking them or whatever. It's like, no, no, my dude, you are perfectly valid to have your own opinions, man. Like, this is Sonic the Hedgehog we're talking about, not, you know,
Yeah.
anything serious.
While I've never taken someone else's different opinion as an insult, some people, well, not some. There was one dude who I thought was my friend, but ended up being a very narcissistic asshole. If I had a different opinion on anything, especially Sonic, than him, I don't know if he took it as an insult or if he just used that as an excuse to insult me, because I guess this guy was just on his high horse all the time, where he would just like laugh in my face about having a different opinion or talk down to me because of it. That's why I'm like, you know, I haven't told y'all my favorite things for multiple areas. I haven't told y'all my favorite Sonic anything. Like, unless y'all wanted to know, that's fine. Feel free to ask me, but I'm not just gonna outright say it. Just a yap. But, you know, I haven't said anything about it because those things kind of have been used as reasons to unnecessarily dunk on me. So, yeah, there's that.
Yeah, and you know, like there's
no, it's
yeah,
not.
you know, there's also banter between friends and whatnot, but like
that was not that.
It's to an extent.
Yeah, it you know, it gets to a certain place, like, you know, if you know, if how should I say this? If like, I'm sure that you had expressed in this situation, Trip, that that you weren't terribly cool with the language that the other person was using, and they did it anyway. Like, that's bad.
I'm trying to think what you mean, but
no, like, if you had told them, right, like, hey, you know,
oh, like the way that they phrased it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I was like, the language was like, they weren't cursing at me, but I was like, oh, I'm sorry. That's my fault. I'm sorry. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, the TTP also says, oh yeah, it's totally okay to have different opinions and agree and disagree, as long as we can all be civil at the end of the day. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, TTP. You and I have had some hands thrown at each other. You and I for liking different menu items at Taco Bell. This is not a situation that I'm just now making up myself, by the way. This actually happened. See, that's banter.
Yeah, that's banter. Nightshade said the Sam Speed episode was okay in my opinion, but I liked how it semi-shows Sonic perspective to Amy when it comes to going fast. Like, you know, that I feel like the episode could have saved itself maybe if you know, like, Amy learns her lesson, right, and, you know, gets a new perspective for Sonic, but like, it's just kind of weird in a show that has continuity, right? Like, Sonic X has, you know, long-running storytelling, that they didn't stick to that. You know what I mean? Because like in the Sonic battle arc, which happens right after, she's like right back to it on the whole like you know, why not me sort of thing. So it just kind of comes off as a wasted opportunity, and then Sonic comes off like an asshole at the end of the episode too, where, you know, she didn't outright tell him. To be fair, she did just kind of try to come up and hug him, but like when he sidesteps her and whatnot, I was like, this is not a good episode for anybody's characterization, in my opinion. Although, like I said in the Amy character analysis video, it did at least lead to one of the best titled official Sonic uploads on YouTube. So, you know.
So, should I add Sonic X to the wheel? Just so we can witness these episodes for ourselves.
You could, I suppose.
I feel like, you know, maybe a change of pace, I guess, to the stuff we used to watch. So sure,
It could be a replacement to what we've taken out, yeah.
Yeah.
Food takes are an unavoidable war. Yes.
Well, yeah. To an extent, there's one food take that I have that now I can actually use a really strange argument for. I won't really elaborate what it is. Is I don't like the specific pizza place. And the last person to argue with me saying, no, it's actually good, did a bad thing. I won't explain here because I feel like that's, even for someone as unfiltered as I, it's too much to talk about. But I can use that as an argument now. Like, hey, the last person who said that did this, so you better watch yourself, as banter, but you know.
And
Food takes
I
are
mean,
crazy.
yeah, guilt by association is never a legitimate argument.
No, I will never make such.
But yeah, you know, all that really needs to be said about like food opinion wars is everybody has a take on pineapple on pizza, so you know.
And there's only one correct answer to it, and you know who you are if you have it.
Nightshade asked, "Is it Little Caesars?"
Little Caesars is great. I have no problem with Little Caesars.
And you know, it's so gratifying to hear someone who's not from Michigan say that, because it appears that most people from out of state fucking hate it for some reason.
I mean, it's Little Caesars. Like, look, I'm not a fan of cold pizza. Okay, Little Caesars is great both as like fresh and hot and as cold pizza. It's that good.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
You know, it's quality pizza for a very affordable price. So I mean, what's there to hate? You know?
Yeah.
I've had Casey's gas station pizza and it's so good.
I think, have I had that? I might have had it once, or at least my parents did for takeout. I've heard good things about it.
It's really good.
I've liked just about any pizza place I've ever been to, except for one. So, yeah.
It's like they got like lots of cheese on it, and then it's like their sauce is like not terribly sweet, but sweet. But it's good.
Katie's asking about macros. I've seen a macros. I
don't know if we have
Is
one.
it Macro or Marco?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to read while I'm playing. I'm so sorry. I reckon I know what the logo is. It's like it has an M and it has a pizza in it. I've seen places with it. I've never stopped or thought to go there. It might be a mostly southern thing. I've seen.
Yeah,
it
because
around.
I can't say that I've heard of it.
I think one's like in Kansas City, but we don't have like one exactly around here.
But apparently TTP has one near him. And he says that it's good.
There's, I don't know if it's a local chain or what, that's like only based in Arkansas, but there's a place called Larry's Pizza. They're still around. And what they do is they have a pizza buffet, which, like, I know that was a normal thing for a while back in the day at like Pizza Hut, but even after that went away, and then after the bug went away as well, they brought that back. One of my favorites, when they had a local place here, they had a mac and cheese pizza. Unironically, super, super good. Like the gooeyest, cheesiest pizza you could ever have. It was sweet. I've got to
Yeah, I remember
go back there again.
the first time I ever saw or heard of macaroni and cheese pizza was in commercials for CC's, and the one time I ever went to a CC's, I don't even think I considered it because at the time I thought it was like really weird. I didn't really want to try it. I think I would try a slice now just because I'm more open to trying new foods. You know, as I've gotten older. But back when I was a teenager, I was like, no, skip.
CC's closed down, didn't it? I don't think I had a chance
For us,
to go to
yeah.
CC's.
Yeah, ours did.
I don't know about the company as a whole, but I know the one that I went to had like a weird little saga because we went there and I think like a month later it was closed by the health inspector. So you know that's a great sign. And then it came back, and then like a year later it was closed again.
That reminds me of the only time I went to Golden Corral. Another
Oh
buffet.
god.
The food was not bad. I'm not going to say that. I was out, and I was like a team outing with some other people. And they kind of put us in a separate room for the rest of the dining area. And one of the workers passed by the doorway of where we were all sitting. So every one of us heard this. I don't know if this was like the manager or something of the place, but she goes, so yeah, the health inspector's here, and everyone's freaking out about it. And we all look at each other like, why'd she say that?
Spits food out.
Like you know, health inspector visits are a completely routine thing. But like when my you know, it was that mentorship program that I said earlier. Like he and I went up to there to maybe eat there again. And we saw the note on the door. It was like, this CC's Pizza has been temporarily closed due to health code violations. And we were like, we ate here like a month ago. You know? Immediately regretted our decision.
Oh my god.
I always played like I always remember when I was like really little, we'd always get pizza and then I'd always go into the game room and do like the ping ball or other games in that.
Any
It was
place,
so fun.
any place, especially a pizza place that had a little room with like arcade games.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely goated. Oh my lord. I'll never forget absolutely sucking at Galaga and not caring at all at the pizza.
I was never allowed to
at the
go in
place.
those rooms.
Really?
I'm sure I've mentioned. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, honey, I'm taking you now. I know what we're doing for a date. Dave and Buster's.
Oh,
Hell
dude,
yeah.
can I come?
Sure.
I fucking love Dave and Buster.
You can third wheel. Let's do it.
Yeah. But for realsies though, I believe I've mentioned it on streams and whatnot before. But there's another like much smaller like buffet pizza chain in here, way fucking better than CC's. It was called the American Pie. And they had like a kind of like a movie theme, right? So there's, you know, like a bunch of merch and I don't know if they had any like actual props and whatnot, but it was a big eatery. So you know, it was like this giant room just full of like memorabilia and posters and shit. It was really cool. They too had like a little side room where there were like arcade games, like weirdest air hockey table I've ever seen because like the table itself was fine, but like the paddles were huge for some reason.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Looking back, I feel incredibly lucky that the place I mentioned earlier, Larry's Pizza, while it was still around, it had a game room, and that was one of like my all-time favorite things to do. Every time I got a chance to go play in the game room, and I don't even remember the names of the games. There was some fun stuff in there. There's a baseball game, and I specifically remember in the baseball game. Excuse me, it would have like it was all like 16-bit or something like that. But it would have like a close-up where like it would show both the batter and the pitcher, like a close-up of their faces, and they're all like cartoony and determined looking, and they're like chewing on bubble gum and stuff. I have yet to find what that game was, and I specifically remember, I don't know if it was like Cruisin' USA or something like that, Daytona, one of those kinds of games. It was one of those kinds of racing games where you like sit down and actually like you push the pedals. This one was made by Sega, and I always loved playing one track that they had, specifically because you get to a certain point where there's a turn, and you're turning in front of like a cliff or a mountain, and carved on that cliff is a carving of Sonic on it. And I always thought that was like it was a really cool thing. No other kid around me
Daytona.
knew. Was it Daytona?
That's Daytona.
Okay. None of the kids around me knew who the hell Sonic was, but I didn't care. I thought this is it doesn't get more peak than this. And then Larry's closed. And that building was torn down.
Man.
We had those, like that air hockey. There was like a motorcycle racing game. And then I remember all the time, like I always try to get change for my grandparents if they had extra, and I'd always get like the bouncy balls that you can like turn and like random one pops out of the claw thing.
Oh yeah.
And I just collect them. Just collect different kinds and different sizes. It's like my fascination.
Man.
Man.
Also, TTP. I'm gonna hold you to that. You and Rouge come to my area again. I know a Dave and Buster's that we can go to. The one that I always used to go to with again. I'm just gonna call him a friend because saying like mentorship program and whatnot is it's a bit long. But he introduced me to Dave and Buster's and the beautiful concept that they have with the half off Wednesdays, where everything's half off. So
it's Kayla.
Yeah, no.
Oh no.
It's
Hi,
Kayla.
No.
Kayla.
Welcome to the stream, Kayla. But yeah, no, TTP, hit me up. We will definitely go to Dave and Buster's and make a video out of it, and have a grand old time playing some games.
I miss Dave and Buster's.
Dude, I miss Dave and Buster's too. I haven't been there in fucking 7 years.
It's been a minute. Yeah. I specifically recall the Dave and Buster's I went to in Dallas, where I think that's where Dave and Buster's is headquartered. So the place was, I don't know if it was the biggest, but it was quite big. Pre-COVID, went there with my sister and brother-in-law. It was fun. Yeah, it was fun. It was great.
Yeah.
I kind of want
It
to
was
go
fun.
again. I want to find, like, what is the largest Dave and Buster's in at least North America? I think that's
Dude.
Dave and Buster's mostly in North America, right? So, like, I want to find what the largest franchise
To
is.
me, I feel like ours is pretty big, but
It's
then
gotta
there's
be-
like smaller ones.
It's got to be in a big metro area like Detroit or Kansas City or Dallas or some other place, like some really big, maybe like Houston or something.
I'm gonna go look it up.
Go
Largest
look it up.
Dave and Buster's. Largest Dave and Buster's locations by square footage. Wow, this is a big ass picture. Okay. So the largest Dave and Buster's, according to this picture that some dude put on Reddit, is the Scottsdale or Phoenix, Arizona location at 65,000 square feet. It's also tied with a location in Philadelphia.
Okay, so it is like a really big metro area, like the Phoenix and Philadelphia areas. Interesting. Well,
Yeah.
time for a reason to go to Phoenix, Arizona now, gang. Find
Just looking at
Dave-
this list, Rogers, Arkansas is one of the smaller ones.
Really? I think I know exactly
Yeah.
where that one is too. I think it's like crammed into like an outdoor mall, next to like a movie
That would
theater.
explain it.
That's probably why it's so
Yeah.
small. I know exactly where that's at. Me and GG Crazy Draws went to lunch there. It was really nice. Fun fact.
Oh, the one that I used to frequent, if I'm remembering correctly, Livonia, Michigan, is one of the bigger ones, actually, 41,000 square feet.
I don't think I've actually been to. Whoops.
Oh wait, no, it wasn't Livonia. We went to the Utica one, which is even bigger. It's 56,000.
Oh.
Cause yeah, I remember the place being fucking huge, which is probably one of the reasons why I love it.
I don't even think I've ever been to the Dave and Buster's in Rogers, Arkansas, because there's already 100 other things for me to do in that area. So I kind of want to go check it out for myself, just to see, like, hey, here's one of the smaller Dave and Buster's. Just out of curiosity, because I've been to the Dave and Buster's in Little Rock, Arkansas, and it's not a small venue at all. So I kind of want to just compare and contrast there, because that's Rogers is in the northwest corner of the state, so to speak, where it's been growing rapidly over the last decade, thanks to Walmart headquarters and such. That's where the rich people in the state live, so I'm kind of surprised that's where the smaller Dave & Buster's in the country is. But who's to say?
Who's to say? Who's to say? My Dave and Buster's is only 30 square feet. Or is it 30? 30 would be terrible. 30,000 square feet. Oof. Man. Yeah, that's some. Mine, well, I guess I'm gonna go look that up now too. Because I'm fairly certain the one that I used to frequent, I never actually did pool there, so I don't know, but I seem to remember seeing on a website one time that they actually have a snooker table, and I want to try that game out so fucking bad.
Oh yeah.
What's a snooker table?
Snooker is another like billiards game. So it's very similar to pool. The table is much bigger, and how to explain? You get different colored balls that you have to shoot for, that are worth a different amount of points. So you always have to knock in a red one first, and red is worth 1 point. And then you can choose to go for yellow, brown, green, blue, pink, and black. And those go up from 2 to 7 points. And you have to do it interchangeably. So you go red, then one of the other colors. Red, and then, so on and so on. I'm sorry, Mario.
Oh.
But it's kind of like that, and you can do all sorts of things with it, and it's very hard to explain. I'd have to show footage of a game to
I'll
maybe
find a Nin Explains video of that.
That would actually be very good.
Yeah.
Wait, Skull, you know how to play? I have a basic grasp on it, because I've seen so many videos on it. I've just been very interested in playing, so I've taken in a lot of information. I know about the absolute legend that is Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Care to tell the tale?
He's like one of the more successful snooker players. He's an English guy, and his temperament is, I guess I would say, unconventional.
Okay.
There's been a few controversies and whatnot. So, TTP, I'm judging by your reaction that you too know how to play. Because he's saying dude, sweet, we should go to the pool hall. That would be awesome. Yeah, I'm seeing a few. One that's even in my hometown, actually. or rather near it. That they do in fact have the game there.
Yeah.
So maybe, just maybe.
Oh, there's fireworks going on.
Oh, dude, wait.
Baseball.
What?
This one, they
Yeah,
have
must be
snooker and they
Mustangs game
serve
going on.
pizza.
Oh,
I heard pizza.
Pizza.
Pizza, pizza, banana, pizza,
Pizza, pizza.
pizza, pizza, pizza.
Yeah, I'll have to do some looking, but I'm fairly certain that, oh, there's even a site called findsnooker.com. This might even be where I saw it. Let's see, is there, Dave & Buster's in Utica? Yep. Okay, cool. So they do have snooker there.
Well, bucket list.
Hell yeah, bro.
Also, Kayla, are you still here, Kayla? Because I think, I don't know.
Yeah, Kayla said earlier, also Shea, I collected balls from those ball machines in the 2000s.
gotcha machines.
We catch a balls. Balls.
I'm a flat.
I'm a pancake.
I'm a soup.
I'm a tire.
It's funny, I found that avatar on VRChat. I still have it. I'm Italian.
I'm a tire.
Em and I were just having a random blast because you can sit either in the inside or like on top of it if it's like a car. And I was like, we're going on an adventure. Rabbit!
Plug.
Oh my god, unexpected rabbit appearance.
Rabid!
Hello.
Rabbit.
Rabbit!
Let me add your name to the title. We were just talking about how cool Dave & Buster's is. Care to add any opinions?
David Buster's is cool. I like it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dividers. Don't.
Hooray.
Depending on what it is, beware of the Dave & Buster's clones. They might suck. I've learned this the hard way.
David Buster's clones, you say?
Yeah, there's one called. What is it called? It's called like.
Fluffy and Duppies.
Unfortunately, no, that's not the name. Or else we would have been the ownership group of that, but no. I forget, it's like... I keep wanting to say round one, but I think round one is like a bowling place. It's something generic. It's like... Game On or something like that. Main Event, that's what it's called. It's called Main Event.
That's the one
Main
where
event.
like you guys played air hockey and then did something else and then you played air hockey again because it was Sonic, right?
That's the yeah. It was a much smaller building as compared to Dave & Buster's, and we made the brave, wise decision to go there on like a Friday night or a Saturday night, either one. So it was quite crowded, and also the limited for what kind of games you could play. As Skull mentioned, we played air hockey, walked around a bit, found another air hockey table that just had Sonic on it, so we're like, wanna play again? So, and also, the prizes at Dave & Buster's are much more satisfactory, and you actually, feel like you've earned something there, as opposed to a half-empty thing of Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah, see, it's like that's the one thing I appreciated about Dave & Buster's, even after their prizes, like, because between like 2012 and 18, I hadn't gone to Dave & Buster's, so like their prizes got a lot shittier when I went back there 7 years ago, but at least they still had like some of the bigger stuff. So like technically speaking, if you went to Dave & Buster's often enough and you did it smartly by going to like half-off Wednesdays, so you get more chances to win tickets and shit, you could save up to like get a console or something.
Yeah.
You know, if you did well enough, and that's why I always used to play. I forget what it's called. It's like Big Bass Fishing or some shit. But like that game was perfect for ticket grinding because no matter where you spun on, you always at least got some ticket.
Yeah, I remember that.
I used to spend like entire Dave & Buster's stays at that one game because it was just really, yeah, because it was too good for grinding tickets.
That's incredible.
for prizes.
I've seen a video of someone doing that. Like they'd spin it and then open up like the window in front of the wheel and slow it down, let it land, and like use their hands to make sure it lands in like the jackpot. I've been curious to try that, but I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
I remember.
I never really did ticket games at Dave & Buster's all that much. I'm always just like, Mario, Batman, you know.
Yeah, kind of the same. We'd be like, hey, look, it's got Mario Kart. Hey, look, it's got Connect 4 basketball. Hey, Halo. You know, something like that. Or the Luigi's Mansion game was my favorite.
And the last time that I went there was with my mom, and she was very invested in the light gun games.
Really?
Yeah. Like we did one, and then she wanted to try out literally every other one afterward.
You mean like
okay, we're playing House of the Dead. Okay, we're playing fucking Time Cops in here.
Yeah, we legit did like Time Cops first, and then I think we did House of the Dead 4, and like she just kept wanting to try them, and I'm like, nah, Mom, it's better to play the ticket games. She was like, nah, man, I want to shoot people in the balls.
Oh goodness.
Based.
I always loved finding the alien games at arcade places. Those are cool.
Yeah.
You get to shoot the xenomorphs and they go blah and they explode.
Yeah, the only like, I know I tried it the last time I was there too, but unfortunately the machine wasn't taking the card, so I had to give up on it. I've still never played the arcade version of Donkey Kong, which is like, yeah, it's like because I never found it aside from at that Dave & Buster's.
That's like in every arcade I've ever been to. It's about as common could be.
Yeah, it's so weird. But I swear, like, you know, right hand of fucking Christ and Monkey Dude, I've never seen, aside from at that Dave & Buster's, a Donkey Kong machine out in the wild. And that was one of my big regrets about regularly going to Dave & Buster's, because I would always play like the ticket games instead of trying Donkey Kong out. So like when I went there last time, I was like, okay, this is gonna be like the first thing I seek out, this Donkey Kong machine. You know, and I tried it, and it wouldn't take my card, so I was like, fuck. So like it's still on the gamer bucket list of mine. I do want to play the arcade version of Donkey Kong at some point, like on a legit machine.
We gotta make it happen. We gotta make it happen.
Yeah, hopefully next time I go there or something, whenever that happens to be. TTP later this year, wink.
Nudge, nudge.
If they have like machines that's like they have two games where it's like Giant Galaga and Giant Pac-Man, why couldn't they use a certain style monitor for like Giant Donkey Kong? Wouldn't that be sick?
Oh yeah,
I'd be so down for that.
I played the Giant Pac-Man when I was there last time. I liked it. I saw the one that you played at like camp, and they had to like remove fucking ceiling panels.
The part of
to make
ceiling,
it
yeah.
fit.
That, you know, that same room, the game room, it's a lot quieter, even when there's a lot of people in there, so you can actually hear the music being played from the Giant Pac-Man machine. And I really, really want to find the audio file of that music, because it is a techno bop, dude. Like, it is so good.
You know, I something I would also love to do is I only played it once, but I thought it was real fun. It was Pac-Man Battle Royale,
That's pretty fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I did it. I did it 2-player the one time that I played it. So like, I would love to be able to get like 2 more people in there and do like a 4-player match.
Oh, dude.
It's like the real unfortunate thing about that one Pac-Man collection that they released and they didn't make it online compatible. So it's like, what is the point of having Pac-Man Battle Royale in here if you can't
Just for
play your friends
completionist
online?
sake, I guess. Yeah.
Did I tell y'all about the 4-player Pong game that I once played at the big old Dave and Buster's in Dallas?
I don't think so.
It
I don't think I'm aware.
it was
I do not recall.
it was interesting. I highly recommend you guys look up the 4-player Pong arcade game, because at least the one I played, it wasn't like, oh, we're all playing around one screen. No, there was like a physical, almost a ball, but it was like being controlled by like a little handle of some kind, like a string, and also the I don't even know what to call it, the thing you move side to side in Pong. Those were also like physical as well. They're just behind like a case, and you were controlling those going back and forth in like a 4-player 4-way game. It was really, really cool, and I've only ever played it once. It's like, it's almost like 4-player air hockey in a way. It's
Yeah,
cool.
that's it immediately reminded me of the 4-player air hockey, because when my mom and I went there, we tried the table not knowing it was one of the 4-player ones, so we were like, oh man, it's one of them 4-player deals. But sorry, I pulled it at a sneeze.
Bless you.
Bless you in advance.
Everyone in chat,
The
say
shitty
bless
thing-
you to Skull, please. Thank you.
More sure.
the shitty thing about it was that it took our credits, but the machine wasn't actually like blowing air.
Oh.
So like you shoot the puck and it like, you know, barely goes, and we were like, hey, wait a second, the machine's not working properly. Damn it!
And then you sued the organization of the location you were at. Won a generous sum-
those credits on my card back.
We're only paid in credits. Wahoo! Oh, Mario, I love being a tire.
I paid for those tokens.
Oh shit, I need to move. Oh no, I need to move. Guys, I'm not gonna make it. I'm just gonna let it be known right now. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna give it a movie move. I'm not gonna make it though.
Move and show me what you could do.
In a
Those
movie
not
In
believing.
a movie. Did we ever watch that? Like the origin of in a Goofy movie? I feel like we.
I know I've seen that video
no
once because
idea.
Brandon showed it to me,
I
but
don't
like,
think we did.
Shrug.
I couldn't tell you what the name of that video was.
And all of us, we had a
I
movie night
know-
together watching a Goofy movie, but we didn't watch that video.
I know for certain that it was a video essay about the dynamic between Max and Roxanne, so that would be like the place to start
Okay.
when it comes to like looking for it.
Hmm.
But yeah, I just remember clicking on it, and you know, it just starts off with "in a Goofy movie," and I was like, "Well, this is something that I immediately have to show a Rabid."
You see, chat, everyone here on stream has a very simple-minded sense of humor where if anything sounds remotely funny to us, or even looks remotely funny to us, we will piss our pants laughing.
Yes.
We have accounts
Katie
of this.
asked, favorite song from a Goofy movie?
I mean, I feel like the easy answer is Eye to Eye, but I like Stand Out.
Yeah,
And I
both are
think
pretty great.
it's
Yeah.
it's those two for me: it's Stand Out and Eye to Eye.
You could say Standout is the standout of the movie.
Ah!
Stand
No rim shot there, yeah.
Do you notice me?
I'm good at taking notes.
Do you notice me? Alright, what is this?
Jay, why were you doing Carl's fight sounds from that Perfect Cell video?
Wait, I wasn't even thinking that.
It legitimately sounded like you were doing.
I wasn't trying to do that.
She's just
but cool.
goated, man. She's just goated.
I don't. I
the
swear
video.
anything like if I try to sound like a kid or whatever, she was like, "Oh, it's Carl Weezer." I was like, "I'm
What?
not even doing that." I feel like you say like every time I do something like that kind of voice, you're like, "Oh, it's
No,
Carl Weezer."
no,
You're doing
no,
that
no,
there.
no. You do Chucky. That's every voice that you do. There's a difference here.
That
Shay.
or Chucky.
No, it's
That's
always
that or
Chucky. You just
It's most. It
Chucky
is
or
mostly
Dexter.
Chucky.
You're trying to be the next
Yes.
Christine Cavanaugh. That's what you're doing. I know what you're up to. I'm on to you.
No. No.
Wait,
No
hold on.
No.
Rabid found the video, so I'm gonna
Oh.
deafen for a little bit so that I can listen to the glorious clip.
Okay.
Thank you, Rabid. You will be reimbursed.
You're
Ah,
promoted.
beautiful.
Oh, I can't wait to see this after stream now. I'm gonna let that red one just kind of stand there.
Just gonna stand there.
Let's gonna let it rest and let it be known. What am I looking for? There's a secret level. Where
In
is
a Goofy
this
movie.
At?
In a goofy movie.
In a
I
Goofy-
pause his face. Hold on. I guess
It's combined with like his exaggerated body language too. It's
Yeah.
great.
It's also worth mentioning, chat, that we find very to amuse us with something funny is very easy. For example, we will watch a cartoon, and if we pause on a good moment, which that happens a lot, a character's face will look out of the ordinary, and we will find great great joy in that, and wheeze like silly people for hours. That's what we do.
Yeah, buddy. Speaking of Chad, buddy, TTP here says I gotta head out. Rouge needs some help with some stuff. It's been a lot of fun hanging out with you. Skull Trip, M. Shea, Rabid, Kayla, Katie, Nightshade. Have a wonderful day / night. See you later. It was
Take
nice,
care.
nice to talk to you again, TTP, of course, and David Busters. But yeah, you have yourself a good night.
Now. Yep.
David Buster.
See? See? I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
In a Chucky movie.
I was just gonna see what you do, but Jesus.
I'm on to you. I
No,
know what
you're
you're
not.
doing. I know what
You don't
you're
know
doing.
Jack. You don't know
I
Jack
know what you're
Spot.
doing.
No,
So when are we marathoning every Rugrats movie?
I'm ready.
I gotta be
I'm
RB.
ready. I'm ready.
Go BRB.
I'm ready.
I will be back ASAP.
Okay.
Chucky will
All
think
right. You
about
guys
you.
know what we gotta do now. We gotta do a very certain voice that Skull doesn't like that we do, and while he's gone, we do it.
What's that?
I will not elaborate because he'll get mad at me again.
Uh-oh,
Does
stinky.
it have to do with certain temperatures dropping? It's very cool.
Let me mute myself on OBS.
Oh boy.
So
oh,
that's
you're
what
talking
it
about
is.
politics.
Yeah, I'm talking
Oh.
about that. We can't do that voice anymore. We
Oh.
lost.
It's me, Mario.
We lost like 30 minutes of content gold because this man removed it entirely without like archiving it somewhere so we could at least enjoy it later. Nope, he just got rid of it all. I'm still mad about that. Still upsetty spaghetti at him.
Dang.
But we could at least be good stream hosts. Still.
Yeah.
I think it's more because, like, for the first, like, 5 minutes of that, it was just penis, penis, penis over and over again.
Well, that was why it was funny. That's part of the reason why this should have been left. Because the way we did it was clever. We were clever and
We were very clever and witty and
about
erudite.
penis jokes. That's why it had to stay.
You hear the one about the penis and the rabbi walking into a bar?
Oh man, dude.
That's not scratching the surface of how we actually are.
So like when you trim out a part of like a stream or a video on YouTube, does that get saved anywhere in YouTube, or is that just gone? Like gone for good? I've never thought to test that. Or
I think it's just lost to the void.
that's so ass. Like that is so. Oh man, that is a shame and a half. I gotta wait for these bullet bills.
Bullet.
Get out of the way!
Hey, bullet bill, come on. Yeah.
That reminds me of this video I watched not too long ago about how Nintendo randomly changed Bonsai Bill's name after like 30 years.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
They're not called bonsai bills anymore?
No, starting with the movie, they are named Bomber Bills now, and that's carried over to the games as well.
What?
Oh.
I'm still calling them bonsai bills, bro. I like
Well, because they've been called like that for, like I said, over 30 years.
longer than I've
so
been
why would they-
alive. So
Yeah.
That. Oh my gosh. I don't even recall anyone giving it a name in the movie. Like it's just.
Bowser, like, towards the end was like, oh, send out the Bomber Bill, or whatever the fuck.
Weird, but okay.
Yeah. I thought that was just like a creative liberty they took for the movie,
Yeah.
but no, that's the name of it now.
But that goes to show that maybe that was an official thing that Nintendo was just, reining in at that time. And they were still staying
Yeah.
true to the game without taking too many liberties, which I really liked that about the Mario movie.
Yeah, I mean, like, they weren't gonna make the mistake of the first Mario movie again, so they were like
Okay.
all up in their ass for the whole time.
Yeah. That's the right approach. That's the right approach you need to have for a video game movie. What was that? I was thinking of something, and I nearly forgot it, but I remember it now. So I recently found out something, which I'm probably going to keep a surprise for most of us at VC. But I would like to know if anyone in chat knows this or not. I'd be surprised. But there is a cartoon that we watch here in this VC, and that cartoon obviously has a voice actor. That could mean anyone, considering that the cartoons that we watch has a stacked cast, each one. One of these voice actors is not known for any role they've played on any TV show, but they played a very important role in the lives of many people that grew up like we did, watching kids TV. I don't want to get too specific because I feel like that'd give it away, but I'm really curious to see if A, either anyone in chat notices, or B, anyone notices when we watch the show again. It was a really interesting piece of trivia that I came across not too long ago. I think it's cool.
It's just non-specific enough for me to not immediately pick up.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
if I got too specific, one, I don't want someone to be like, "Oh, I know," and just Google it. But two, like, I think it's cool enough, just to find out so you can listen, because when I heard their voice, I would never have guessed. But I was pleasantly surprised. It is just not specific enough. That was
No, it's got me
100% intentional to be
Same.
non-specific, because I feel like, I don't know, I like letting people guess, because I don't think many people know this. So I thought it'd be cool. Ah, get away from me, you bat. You rat bastard.
Bastard.
You bash. Bash me.
You really like that title now, don't you?
I mean, it's stuck, so I don't really
Shea.
like it or hate it, but I'm just like, okay.
Shea, the
That's just what
self-proclaimed
I'm known for now.
bitch.
That's just what I'm known for, I guess.
Get out of here, you man. I failed the thing I needed to do up here.
I failed.
Well.
Well. Oh, we can't do that. I'm sorry. Well, maybe we can. I don't know.
What? Not even Reagan?
Maybe, well, we can do it.
But he's dead.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. We could probably do that, yeah. He's not necessarily a bad person, but I think it is probably okay just to reference him because he, or at least any person who is now deceased, whether they were good or bad.
What are they gonna do, Sue?
Yep.
Good
Question,
point.
is this person who you were talking about earlier alive or deceased?
They're alive. Still active in work, but not specifically in like cartoon voice acting. They've just been around for anyone who grew up like we did around our age. So I'm talking like 20s to early 30s. You know this person at the very least by voice. Not by name, but by voice. I am dead.
I am dead.
Just that nonchalant, I am dead.
I am dead.
I am
yeah.
dead.
Are they still voicing now, or are they just doing other things?
In what they're most known for, no. They did it for
I see.
so many years, though. Like, for a really long time. Now they stick with... Like, they're a radio personality, so they're on an XM radio station now.
Gotcha.
But they did... I need more clues. I'm trying. I could tell you the channel, but I feel like that'd narrow it down a little bit too much. Like, if I hear a specific name, I will know you've cheated. So, but like, I could give you more. I'll think of more clues, I guess, if y'all need some. It's gonna be a little hard. Is it? It is not. No,
Yes.
no, it is not ProZD. It is not someone who is a.
ProZD wasn't really doing anything until recently. So.
Yeah, no, he's a YouTuber that I guess became a voice. I don't know much about ProZD.
He's a voice actor now, yeah.
He's a voice. Yeah,
Yeah, it's been for like a few years.
So like he's not in anything that I would consider something from our childhood.
Something like nostalgic. He's around the same age as us, so
Yeah,
it wouldn't really be
no,
a way.
No. Wow. Didn't he like make some bad takes recently? Nah, it's not important.
That's whatever, you know.
Probably.
We're not gonna get into that right now.
I don't even know the specifics of it. That's why I asked.
Nothing really like controversial or anything. It's just kind of dumb.
Oh, okay, cool. My favorite kind of bad take. Katie, is it
Yeah.
Dante Biasco? I don't recognize that name, so no. Probably recognize their work, kind of like the person that I am hinting at right now, but I don't recognize.
Bosco?
Yeah.
They were in Avatar: The Last Airbender. They were American Dragon, Jake Long. They've been in
Okay.
He's been in a good amount of stuff.
Okay. Almost getting warmer. Almost.
Was he in Nickelodeon stuff?
Nope.
No? Okay. Disney?
He is mostly known for Disney Channel. That is correct.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's what most of us our age would recognize him from.
I see.
I hear Rabid Googling right now.
That's what I'm doing.
I'm just looking
I mean, at this point,
over like people that I know, you know.
with all the clues I've given y'all, I've been vague enough. I feel like now, without getting super specific, y'all are free to do some Googling. But yeah, he's mainly known for Disney Channel. I don't even want to say the XM radio station that he's part of now, because that would probably narrow it down a little bit more. Because like where it's located. And it's also something that I'm pretty sure Shea is also familiar with. So I don't want to make it too easy. But yeah, man, I wish... Why is it that the stuff gets interesting or fun when Skull is gone? Come on, man. Why can't he be part of this guessing game? Let's see, is it Kyle Massey? That is a familiar name, but it is not him.
Does his name start with a C?
No.
Damn it. Okay, oh, next.
Kyle Massey is Corey of Corey in the House.
Oh, okay. That's a good guess, because he was on multiple shows. But no, it is not Kyle Massey, no. I like these guys. This is fun. I like being a trivia guessing game
Does it
host.
start with a T? Does it start with a T?
Let's... No, but don't... You don't have to... Yes. No. It does not start with the letter T. Just do what you need to do to guess.
Just like, is it this guy? And it'll be like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Have you seen this man?
Have you seen this man?
Christy Carlson Romano. No. What was the first did it start with question that you gave me, Shay? T you just said, but then what was it?
It was C. I said C.
C?
Yeah.
Their name could start with a C. Depends on how you look at it.
From a
Well-
certain point of view.
It's like, I can read out the full name. But I'll just put it in here. I'll just put it in.
I'm not looking at DMs right now. I'm playing a game. What is the name?
Killing me small. It's
Will Friedle, what I didn't think of. Yeah.
No, it's not Will
Cam
Friedle.
Buzz Brainard.
Yes. Yes.
Is it him?
Yep.
It's Buzz
Is that
Brainerd.
him?
Yep. He was the
Okay.
announcer.
No.
Yep.
Oh man.
Okay. Cool, I found it.
Yep.
Dang, that was
I
my
didn't even
first
know.
one.
I didn't even know that was the dude's name for the longest time, because he goes like he's not really credited as the Disney Channel, I guess, announcer. I thought that you would put it be like, yeah, coming up on Disney Channel. He has that recognizable voice.
Yeah.
Like that's why it caught me by surprise. Dude's, I think mostly working Radio Margaritaville, Jimmy Buffett's radio station on XM, and now I got another reason to listen, because the dude's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Oh shit, he was Rotor too? Nice.
That's how I found out. Because apparently Rotor had two different voices in season 1 and season 2, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, this season 2 voice is interesting. Guy from Disney Channel. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now we have to really listen when we watch season 2, Sat AM. Okay, Disney Channel. There it is. It's noticeable, but you have to really listen for it.
Yeah.
I don't remember an episode in season 2 that Rotor has a particularly big role in, like the first
He's
one.
not. Nope, I don't think so. He's just kind of there.
Maybe it's because like they looked at his redesign and they were like, oof, yeah.
Let's keep that off screen as much as we possibly can. The voice was good, the design was not.
Mhm.
We can just make some changes there. No. Yeah. That's the trivia for the day. I wish I had more cool trivia questions like that. Because honestly, that was fun, having people guessing. I'll try to find something like that more later.
Fucking George Lucas comes into like the Saturday
I'm
and be
good
like,
at my
I'm gonna make a few
research.
changes to the album design.
God, can you imagine like later edits of Sad AM come in because of George Lucas wanting to make changes? Like we're gonna put CGI here.
We're gonna make all the robots CGI. We're gonna add a little CGI alien.
I'm going to have nightmares of that tonight. Now that we're thinking of that. But thank you for playing. Shea, you win a t-shirt that I already bought for you and is on the way. So
We're gonna make Sally's dad Hayden Christensen.
I love t-shirt. What?
Yeah.
we're gonna make him look like Hayden Christensen, but he's still gonna be voiced by Tim Curry.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Hi, Brandon.
I-
My point
I'm not
exactly. You always
even-
miss the funny thing.
I'm not even out of earshot when you guys are like, let's do the thing that Brandon hates.
I was honestly hoping that you didn't go far for me to say that.
Because, like, you know, obviously I gotta take my headphones off and I can still hear through them for a fair distance.
I'm not sorry. I 100%
Skull really said,
intended.
so I heard this bitch talking shit about me the other day. Miley was good.
Yeah.
What's good?
What'd you say about me?
No, Skull, we didn't actually do it. So you're fine.
Oh. We respect your rules.
Did you hear the guessing game that, or at least the trivia thing that I had everyone guessing here?
The teeniest, tiniest amount of it.
Yeah. So, Buzz...
You guys were talking about Hayden Christensen or something.
Hayden Christensen! Yeah,
Oh.
I hate that Christensen guy now. I recently
I hate the
found out,
Christensen.
like I was curious, who, like, was the announcer guy from Disney Channel back in the day. Like, he did this from, like, the late 90s to the mid to late 2010s, I feel like. He was the...
So,
We
like
did
the,
2017.
you're watching Disney Channel.
Him.
Like that dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recently found out the dude's name is Buzz Brainerd, or Cam. That's his nickname, Buzz. I think his name's like Cam Brainerd.
Yeah. He did it from 2000 to 2017, so
So he
Yeah.
was around.
pretty long running.
He's now like a radio personality. That was his main job, I think, on Sirius
that's,
XM.
That's what Katie's saying in the chat here
yep.
too.
And apparently he's a. After following him on Instagram, I found out he's a Lions fan. So there's some useful information for you there, Brandon.
Let's go Lions.
And he's the season 2 voice of Rotor in Sad AM, which, like, I had to
Really?
verify this when I found out. Yeah. So now when we're watching season 2, we have to listen for the Disney Channel guy. It's
It's just
barely
too bad
noticeable,
that
but it's there. It's
just too bad that it's season 2 Rotor where they
the ugly
made
Rotor.
him. Yeah, I don't know. Like I've said my criticism before. Like he's supposed to be a teenager like Sonic, Sally, and the like, but the redesign makes him look so kidified. So
Yeah.
you're just getting this very childlike face on this big ass walrus. You know?
Yeah. And I noticed even like later iterations of him, like that the book I shared the other day that has like the only issues of the Ichi comic I've read. It has that old like season 1 design on him. So clearly,
Oh yeah,
they,
Archie completely.
To like the
ignored
very
that.
end of the book, more or less, they just use the season 1 design of Rotor.
incredible.
And like the pilot too, like purple and everything.
Yeah.
Like unlike Sally, they never changed them to be blue, which is weird, but alright.
Saturn here says, I remember one of the Force Unleashed 1 devs
George
left
W?
a prank voicemail on another dev's answering
What are you
machine where he
doing?
did a George Lucas impression and
You
was
told us we
pretending to
couldn't be
be George
political.
Lucas. I feel like we need CGI elephants everywhere.
How
That
dare
would really enhance the movie viewing experience.
Good job, what voice you're trying to do there, bro. I'm like, what is he
Yeah,
doing?
it's George Lucas.
That's George. I thought that was George W. I'm
Nah.
It's like, you must be political. Here you go.
It was like a
How
weird.
dare.
It's like George W. or like Bill Clinton or something. Like, what is he doing?
I think we have
Our fellow Americans.
See, I like Rabid's voice for him. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that.
But I mean, like, you listen to an interview with George Lucas, like he just talks like this. He's very.
That's probably more accurate than what he actually sounds like. Yeah.
Jontron, I need you to.
But like
kiss
the
me,
usual
please.
impression everybody does for him is like kind of high and like kind of skittish like this.
I need you to give me a good
Yeah, no, I just.
smooch.
I remembered having like a couple of the VHS tapes when they did the reissues of the classic Star Wars, and they had the interview with him and Leonard Maltin at the beginning of them. So I just like this must have been a decade ago now. I just looked it up for the sake of like, you know, I wonder how that interview went, because I don't remember anything Mr. Lucas said in them. So I watched one and I was like, this guy has a very interesting voice. Let me just try to. Oh my God, I'm talking like him. This is beautiful.
You seem to have that,
Jar Jar Binks needs to be implanted everywhere.
You seem to have that gift. You can just do that whenever. Who needs AI when we have a Brandon?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm nearly that great of an impressionist, but
I would. It's up there.
Yeah.
hi, I'm Leonard Maltin. I rated Mystery Science Theater 3000 the movie an OK out of 5.
My name
And they
is
let me
Len-
on the show afterward anyway.
My name is
How nice of them.
Leonard Nimoy. Welcome to the world of Seaman. Today, I'm
Oh,
Leonard
I'm Leonard
Nimoy.
Nimoy.
And
He's like, oh.
This is Seaman.
Shea.
It reminds me of when Leonard Maltin shit all over Gremlins. So and Gremlins 2, they just had him do his review again, and like the Gremlins like swarmed on him and killed him.
You know, he seems to be a good sport.
Yeah.
yeah.
Reminded now of Roger Ebert's criticism of the '98 Godzilla movie. If you're gonna have us in the movie, why didn't the monster kill us?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like the easiest joke to make, yeah.
I remember that is the part of the nostalgia critic review.
Yeah.
And he says,
Imagine having the people that you're parodying point out how shit the parody is.
Damn.
Oh.
It's like, if you're gonna make fun of me, do it right.
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Last second, 3-pointer for the win. That went for much longer than it should have, and I still failed.
And Mario has just cost his team the championship.
The Knicks lose again.
Yep.
Good.
Good.
That's skull902, noted New York Knicks fan. I'm sorry.
Listen, the Pistons beat them, or rather, the Pistons lost to them, I should say, in the opening round. You know. I didn't see any of the clips though. Like one of their star players, I know Pistons fans were really going hard on, like accusing him of being a diver or whatnot. I got to see like what the controversy was.
I don't recall hearing anything about no controversy.
Now it was like apparently one of their dudes was like a big old flopper. That's the word that they use. Like yeah, kept taking dives and stuff. I didn't see any of it, but that was like kind of the big controversy of the series. Olivia, oh my god, it's
Oh,
been so long
Livy.
since you've been here. It's been so long. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing? Says
Liv.
it says I love this game. Hello, welcome.
I love Fiji water.
What?
I love. Don't hurt me.
So, we recorded that bit in Fiji. What's a turtle say?
What else is chat saying? I noticed it kind of spiked up a bit while we were having these conversations about Lucas George and stuff.
Look at George.
Why did that voice you did just now, Skull, reminded me of that one Family Guy bit where they talk about like this couple having a kid and then he's like, yeah, well, it's not moving.
Well, that was Peter Griffin that that I was doing. So,
Figured that as much, yeah.
Yeah.
let's see here. It says Olivia here says, "Hi Skull, sorry I haven't been here in streams much. Been kind of busy IRL stuff and others." Hey, that is perfectly 100% okay. I'm just glad that you had some time to spend with us here today and decided to do just that. So yeah, it's been a good while. It's good to see you again. Saturn said, "I wonder if that Mario Galaxy E3 demo will ever get dumped. I kind of want to see that cut tutorial level in good quality and not camcorder quality.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to get music from the demo and whatnot. Gigaleak 2, let's make it happen."
Yeah.
This time it's personal.
Yeah. Zoran, hello, says, "Hey Skull, enjoy Peak Mario. This has been a pretty fun playthrough that Trip's been doing for us here. And
I'm gonna stretch it out as long as I can and look at every single star twice. So
Twice.
twice.
so also
Twice.
got the chance to meet Ben Schwartz, the voice of Sonic in the movies. Hey, that's cool.
Ah,
Nice.
I hope that it was a nice experience.
it was like, "Hi, I'm a Ninja Turtle." That's what I wanted to say.
You know, the one thing, like, this is nothing against the dude or anything like that, of course. As ProZD once said, like, you know, even if you sound, like, similar, all of your voices, you know, if it's the voice that works for the director, then you're good to go. But, like, between Sonic and Leonardo and Dewey, like, the Shea put on like the first episode of DuckTales 2017, and I was like, anytime Dewey talked, I was like, this is literally just Sonic.
It
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Gigi had me binge watch TMNT Rise with him at some point because he was big on the Ninja Turtles. And the same thing can be said for his Leonardo voice. It's just that.
I mean, it's like, you know,
Yeah,
Patrick
true.
Warburton or Gilbert Godfrey. They've got the one voice.
It's just interesting though, because you hear him in interviews and he does sound different. It's just like he puts on one voice and that's like the only one that he needs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I feel when I've heard him with the Game Grumps, like doing live streams.
Well, yeah, I've said "gotta go fast" at least once. Oh my god. Hello, I am Grump. I am not so Grump. And we're the
And
Game
we're
Grumps.
Game Grumps.
And we're the Gam Goops.
One of my favorite bits in one of the episodes he was in was when they were talking about diaper cafes in Japan. And he was like, "What's a diaper cafe?"
Oh,
Well, you know, that's where they grab their fluffy duffies and
Yeah.
where public Fluffy Duffy usage is perfectly okay and accepted. You know what? More
well, have you heard
power
of this
to 'em.
game called Yakuza? There's this there's this gang in there.
Do they go?
That's perfectly okay. That's perfectly okay, Olivia. This
My
is.
stuff.
I hope that you get better.
Please keep going. I don't remember what you're supposed to do. The area is familiar. I just don't quite remember what to do. Thank you, camera. Thank you so much. Thank you, camera, for flipping on me while I'm full stride. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Ain't nothing gonna slow me down. Oh. Got to keep on moving. Look, I'm gonna check chat real quick. Oh, where'd that go? I saw one with my name highlighted. See, Kayla says, I see Season 2 Rotor is your fave now. Did I say that?
And I think it's because of...
Because
That's a very,
using her senses again.
situation without saying you're kidnapped.
I'm blinking twice, because I don't think I insinuated that. I like the voice actor.
Yeah.
I like the design.
Voice actor, not the character.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Very,
I'm sorry, I got screwed. I'm like... See, I make one mishap in a level. It's a snowball effect. It's gonna keep going. So I'm trying to be cautious to melt the snowball, so to speak, before it gets too big.
That's how I do sometimes.
I'm doing a job. Not necessarily a good one, but I'm trying. Ah! See, ass on fire.
CC's Pizza?
C, ass.
Oh lordy Jesus, there's a fire. I ain't no
Goodness
way.
gracious, great balls of fire.
You lick my nerve and you rattle my brain. Too much of love, driving my hand insane. You rub my wheel. What a thrill.
Goodness gracious,
Great balls of fire.
That's one of those songs like, hey, I'm stuck in your head all of a sudden now. Bye. You know?
Always happens.
It was
when
so
you
good they
watch
put it in
Ah.
2 different Mario cartoons.
Shotgun.
And reminded of WWE named one of their pay-per-view events Great Balls of Fire, and the community considered it one of the worst names for an event ever.
Why? Because it had balls in it? Is that why? Bulls.
I just don't think that it has a great ring to it.
Yeah.
WWE Great Balls of Fire.
With like, they have, yeah, that's true. They have names like Hell in a Cell and No Time to Survive and, you know, stuff like
What?
that.
No Time to Survive.
I made that up, but it's just something that sounds like WWE.
You're thinking of Survivor Series?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's where my mind was going.
See, Survivor Series I think is a great name because not only does it sell the traditional match, you know, it's an elimination style sort of deal, but you know, it's got that alliterative appeal, you know?
Yeah.
Rolls off the tongue very well.
Ass.
What done?
My name is Optimus Prime, Lincoln Park.
Freedom is the right of all sentient humans.
My name
You see, it's funny because he was also the very first voice of Mario.
Yeah, I was getting there.
Donkey Kong!
My name is Mario. I'm looking for Donkey Kong.
Oh my god.
It's me, Mario.
Look like two
Wahoo.
babies.
My name is Mario. I'm going to kill Donkey Kong because he escaped the circus.
I'll sleep well in a cell knowing Linky's at home. Yeah.
Mario pulling out the Donkey Kong like, give me your face.
I love the. I killed Lanky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chunky Kong is in hell.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I know it sounds like he's dying, but he loves this.
Can you tell it's nearing 11 p.m. for some of us?
12 for me.
This is normal.
Olivia, this is late night shenanigans. We're getting stupid.
This is late night shenanigans.
What else did you?
This is late night shenanigans.
Stupid.
This is our late night shenanigans, but we're keeping a filter on it. So that should tell you just how stupid we can get sometimes.
I was just scratching the surface.
When
It's not.
yeah, when this group of like 5 idiots gets together, you don't know what's gonna happen, and you probably won't remember it.
All bets are off.
This time, it's personal.
Oh my god, see, I kind of track.
Bit my fluffy duffy.
Bumblebee, Fluffy, my Duffy.
Fluffy,
I'm gonna get Crow to say that one day.
Oh, God.
Knowing Crow, he would 100% be on board with the Fluffy Duffy.
He seems like the kind of guy who would also engage in that show.
He is he is 200% going to be indulged in the fluffing of the duffings. So this is
It's
good.
called bangs, bro. Top 10 Crow moments.
And the fact that he was being so dead ass too when he said that. No one in chat knows what we're talking about, but he was so dead ass when he said that. That made it 100 times funnier. Oh my god. They're called bangs, bro. Jess?
Jess.
Okay. Once I beat the next Bowser boss, then we'll take
Take our leave.
until next
Then
time.
we'll play 10 hours of Donkey Kong 64.
I think you're onto something. That's a very good idea. I can do that. I'm down. If that means
Also to sorry.
if that means progressing the game more and getting closer and closer to beating it after who knows how long we've been trying to play it. Yeah.
To Katie, speaking of Discord, thank you for the lovely clip. Also, Livy says bunnies. Yeah.
That is indeed a rabbit, and he bounces around, and he's like, boing.
Boing.
I think that's what they say. They're like, oh, boing, Mario, you can't get me. Feel good. Don't.
City's breaking down on the Koopa's back.
Hey, you climbed over the maze wall. That's cheating. I don't care.
You just did
So
it.
you asshole! I am going to beat you to hell.
And just like punches him into a pulp.
Oh no. Technical difficulties. Please stand by.
And just so.
It's
It's like, oops. It's like, technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Except it's an image of you in a straitjacket.
Yeah, probably. Or this. That reminds me. I have an idea now.
Oh no.
Oh boy, do I have an idea. Oh, this is gonna be dumb.
I feel like I want to guess what you're gonna do.
This is gonna be so. If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold up. Know when to fold up.
When the world
Know when to run. You gotta. Where is it?
Count your money. When you're sitting at the table.
Are you looking at that recent? Yeah, you are. You are.
You don't know a thing. You don't
you
know
shushed me,
a
huh?
thing. You don't know a
if I
thing.
did,
I
then
missed
you're
it. Where'd it go?
shushing me.
I missed it. Where'd it go? You got to know. I found it.
I know what it
What
is.
the hell is going on?
I know what it is.
You got the money when you're sitting at the table. I haven't seen. Well, I'm noticing there's like 10 pings now on this. I think on this group chat, so I'm not even paying attention to that. You got to know when to hold, know when to wail away, know when to wail. You got to count your whales when you're sitting at the whale. And there we are. Perfect. Right here.
Yeah.
Right here. This is what I'm looking
Oh
for.
god.
I thought you were gonna do the scrapbook.
I'd rather not terrify our audience. What if I stretched the screen? Oh, yes.
That could be like a BRB screen.
Oh, my
BRB.
yes. Oh, goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. I am a genius. Oh, my lord. Okay. It's not even near as funny as the other image I have. But, I mean, it's worth... Hang on. No when to... That's not how you spell it. Oh, when to hold up, when nowhere to run.
You never count your money.
Just sit in. This is what I want to stretch the screen. Hang on now.
Oh dear, no.
Weed eyes over here.
Oh dear God.
Oh, perfect. Oh, this is
He's
perfect.
high and judging everyone. Let's call and screenshot.
I am a comedic genius after 10 p.m., okay? You can't change
Specifically after 10 p.m.
specifically after like 10 p.m., maybe 9 p.m. if we're being generous. This is absolute peak. And so is this.
Is my masterpiece.
That was cinema. And this Logan in chat just... Wow.
That is a wow.
I think I'm gonna edit this and put a giant bunny rabbit in the center of the screen.
George, we talked about this, George. This is our thing, not yours, okay?
My God.
So who said, Katie said make that into an emoji. Out of all the emojis that we made at the Sad AM, did we make this face one of them?
We could.
Shea, go. Shea, go. Shea, go, 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 Shea. Shea, go, go, go,
Where
go,
is
go.
it?
Sprint.
Send it to me.
No,
Send it to
look
me.
for it yourself.
Where-
I had to scramble for it. I had to scavenge for this. You go get it yourself. You can do it just fine.
God damn.
That's how I do it.
Third.
That's how we
Yes,
do it
sir.
round these parts. We're not even done with the stream, by the way. I know these are weird, like, oh, silly end stream antic. No, we are, like, not even close to being done. I'm trying to find these amazing, like, pause frames that we found from Saturday. Long story short, okay? For those of you who wants to know, what we do here in this group chat, or sometimes in, like, a server VC, depending on where we are, we'll spin a wheel. And the wheel has like different TV shows. It's got Animaniacs, Tiny Toons, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, mostly stuff that we enjoy or enjoy laughing at. Mostly stuff we enjoy. And Sad AM is one of them. And for some reason, every time we watch Sat AM, we go into absolute hysterics. I'd like to show you more of why. Because, what I'm putting into OBS right now... Let's stretch the screen. This... this also put me into hysterics.
Found it. Okay.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
So, if you ever see us, like, losing our mind, I need to, like... I really wish I had the Steel Series clipping thing, where I can just compile a bunch of clips of us dying to the show, but they don't exist. So, this is what you get.
Yeah.
This is what we do. This is our I don't see. What are you pointing at, Shea? This is.
I found it.
This is what
in
we
like
laugh at.
3 minutes without your help. So
No, you didn't need.
it was easy.
Oh, I love this so much.
Worst.
I'll be right back.
Wait.
This is a new creature that we're.
I was gonna say
discovering.
this is a completely new character.
This is
What
a completely different species that we've just discovered right here. Going, oh, right here, bro. This is like those aliens in Sesame Street, you know?
Oh God.
I'm gonna screenshot my
Yip,
phone
yip, yip,
because
yip, yip,
the
yip,
way
yip, this
you
is
have
what
Antoine's eyes looking down.
Escargot. You see, you'd be hard pressed to find us doing this with Rotor, even his terrible design. But no, we do this with Peak. Like we've coined this summer the inaugural Antoine summer. No reason why, just felt like it and it stuck. And I'm kind of glad it stuck because it's caught on pretty quickly. So let me put him back there fully on screen, so we remember what this is supposed to be. That's a Rob Paulson character right there. And we still have some game left to play here today.
Dear God.
Awooga.
Sacre cheese.
And that's his reaction to being heavily judged. Jesus Christ. I shouldn't have put that back on. That scared me almost.
It's like, ah!
I kind of, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep, like, one of these up here. So, like, when I switch back, I'll be like, I'm thinking I'm saying, hey, look, it's a dog. But mid-sentence, I'm just, hey, look, it's a, oh, my God! Oh.
Scared the shit out of me.
Hey, look, it's a, oh! Oh, I amuse myself way too easily, dude.
That all made me think of that Garbage emote we have.
We're funny people. We're very funny people.
We're sane people.
We're normal. We're adults. Most of us are employed, and you know, we're this is what we do.
Yeah.
Super Mario Galaxy.
Super Mario Galaxy, ladies and gentlemen.
Dusty Garden, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I got my giggles out for this. What's today? Saturday night.
It's my giggles.
I giggle my giggles out right today. Katie says that she met Rob Paulson. He was the sweetest. I could imagine. Judging by the interviews,
He seemed like a very chill dude.
He seemed, he seemed like a very cool guy.
Well, first things first, this guy's name is Snowjob, you know, not exactly the greatest title. And he's got this all-white suit, which is ruined by this big red beard that he has, so, you know, any Ruski worth his salt's gonna pop him no problem.
Nice. Nice save. I didn't think I had
Clutch.
it. Clutch. Yeah, well, I mean, if you want to lie, then yeah, it was clutch, but it was cool.
And the funny thing was that conversation came up during an episode of his Talkin' Tunes podcast that he did with Nolan North. And where they like just at that point realized they had both voiced Snow Job.
Really? That's incredible.
Yeah.
How do you find his podcast? I haven't been able to find it. Is it like on Spotify? Or something?
It's probably on Spotify. It used to be on like its own website. It probably still is.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I'll link it in shadow.
I know Jim Cummings' podcast Tuned In is like on YouTube. And you can listen to that whenever you want to. It's cool. I like the Goof Troop reunion that they did. That was fun.
Yeesh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just on Spotify.
Okay, cool. I know what I'm listening to.
BRB.
Okie doke.
Well, Bubsy the Bobcat.
You know, if I were to interview him, I would only ask him one question. Like, do you remember voicing Bubsy the Bobcat?
He seems to.
Wait,
I don't
really?
think he has good memories of it. Yeah.
That little thing that I'm referencing was like same as Snow Job, where like I guess he was on stage like just being asked about all the characters that he voiced in like a roulette. So you know, flash a picture and then he would be like, oh yeah, Yakko, I had a great time or whatever. And so they get the Bubsy, and it like what I love about his response is that it sounded panicked, because he like goes into the voice and he's like, "Well, Bubsy the Bobcat," you know.
And then he's like, at least the check cleared.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
I have to see that now. I'm curious. Curiosity kills the cat, and it's been murdering me several times. What a funny looking whale.
Early bird gets the worm, blah 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 blah.
I'm kind of surprised that Gusty Garden has the most iconic little tune of music from Galaxy, but I'm also not surprised.
I don't know, they just like reusing that one a lot.
Yeah, it's like very extravagant.
So beautiful.
I like Good at Galaxy. That's probably my favorite from this game. Or
that's a really good one. Yeah.
The Beach Galaxy, as I mentioned earlier. Here's
I really like I think it's like the bonus stage music in like Galaxy 2, where it's like
oh yeah. This angry. I was trying to think of like someone. Mole. Trying to think of some guy that like we know of that has like big bushy white eyebrows, but I can't really think of any. Somebody.
Uh-oh, he's mad now.
He's angry. He's like, I didn't have a beer today. Brr, I didn't take a Tylenol when I wanted to. Brr, where's my ashwagandha? Brr.
Brr.
11 p.m., folks. This is where we're at. How we got here, I don't know. Let the water hold me down. I'm gonna die. Just running into his butt.
Letting the butt go by.
Let the butt hold me down. No! 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 I swears! I swears I hit him right there! Oh, the pain.
And then I got him with the old meow butt smack.
What? Have I lived my life this long?
I was gonna reference, oh, the pain, it's getting so cold, but yeah, that works too.
Have I lived my life this long without knowing of the Meowth butt smack? I'm gonna die
Well, you have, but largely because I just made that up for the bit.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, that's oddly specific to not be like a quote, you know? So, yeah, good on you on that front.
The old Meowth butt smack.
It's Lavender.
What?
Jesse's complaining.
Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic.
Orlando Magic.
Oh, Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic.
Oh,
Oh, I see why my spell didn't work. You have to all cheer with me. I believe in the Orlando magic. Come on, everybody. Do it. Do it now. Boo. Yes, it's working.
I part of me wishes that it went like that, but it did not.
That would have been incredible.
Yeah. the late 80s and early 90s. What an era.
Ooh wee.
Ooh wee. What's Sonic the Hedgehog? You just asked what's Sonic.
Who is Sonic the Hedgehog?
Who's Sonic the...
Who's Sonic the... Who's...
Oh god.
Well, welcome back, Shea.
Yeah, I came back out of time.
Who's the Orlando Magic?
What is this?
I can't understand your accent. Alright, Golden Chomp, here we go.
And now it's making me think of that bit from Freakazoid where he keeps on going like an extended amount of time.
You spend a lot of time on that computer. It's not healthy.
it's my life.
It's my life.
That's so
That's
very,
very sad.
Oh, very sad.
That's so very, very sad. I think about that scene every now and then.
That's me. It's me.
Me.
Me, literally me, guys. What was the joke I was saying? I don't remember anymore. Don't worry about it.
A joke.
What's
You
a
don't know the
joke? Well, it's on the job. Oh,
So,
boy.
my congratulations to anybody who's been able to sit through this.
Like and subscribe, by the way. Not my channel,
We
but I
make
just
this
wanted,
funny,
wanted to
ha-has.
say that.
Like and subscribe and donate $1,000.
I like that idea. I don't get a cent of that, but I like that idea.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Wait
Donations
till,
aren't necessary.
wait till next year for Skull's birthday.
Donate to the Sonic Racing Crossworlds Fund.
Because
Don't get me started.
the game will cost $1,000 and then some.
Well, I mean, if you're only getting the game and nothing else, it'll be like $70. But if you want everything,
I mean, Even $70 is fucking
That's
ridiculous for a,
It's ridiculous, but it's the standard price for games nowadays
for a
until
fucking-
everything goes to 80.
for a digital game. Like you're not even getting anything with it. You know, fucking Christ.
It's okay. It's Sonic. It'll be 60% off in a year.
Yeah.
As that one tweet
That
said.
meme's not even lying.
Whoa.
So yeah, suffice to say, like if you've seen my Twitter recently, I think my opinion has been made pretty clear that Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is kind of a fucking ripoff. Not even
A
kinda.
little bit.
I'm used to Sega pulling this kind of shit for years, so I wasn't really phased by it. It's
Yep,
just
dude,
they only now started doing this with Sonic.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, because I was thinking about the fucking timeline here. I don't remember Shadow Gens being too bad, but that could also be me
No,
misremembering.
But like they've been doing this shit with like Yakuza and Persona for like 5 years, so.
Yeah, it's like I was
Put
thinking
the
about
two
the
together.
I was thinking about the timeline of this though, because like Superstars was like $50 when it should have been like 20 at most. And then Origins was
That was like a full $60, yeah.
Or no, Origins came out after Frontiers actually, but now we're getting like Cross Worlds and like to get the actually worthwhile package, you have to pay $90 fucking. I was very sad to start thinking like, because I love Frontiers, but I'm kind of like, I almost wish that it was a financial flop because it encouraged Sega to do this shit.
Oh, Sonic's a big success now? Better start whoring it out like we do all our other series.
Milk.
Yeah, and what pains me about that price too is like, not only is it just straight up ridiculous for any game, and then for that to be the digital price on top of that, but like it doesn't even look as good as Transformed was.
Really?
It came out 13 fucking years ago. Sonic Movie 3 Absolute Cinema. I had a fun time with it.
Oops. No.
Loser. I'm a silly big boy.
Dude, where were you when I was starting Sonic and Mario?
I think
Way
I did
too
you
young.
I think I did you a favor by not existing in your life yet. That would have killed the show quicker.
If only you were this age, then could have brought you in to do that Bowser voice. The show would have been way more popular.
I am spamming X to doubt right now.
Thank you, Em. I couldn't do it.
I wasn't able to do Sonic and Mario, it was cool.
No respect, I tell you, no respect. Hey, he didn't even ask me to do Sonic and Mario. I was cold. I said Burr, and you said, yeah, my name is Burr Andon.
And then realizing that Sonic X makes a no respect reference in an episode that takes place on an icy planet.
What?
Damn.
What?
Yeah,
What?
shit almost writes itself.
What? You are lying to me right now, dog. You are.
No. I am 100% telling the truth. I believe it's the 56th episode of the show.
Write this down. Write this down. Write this down in the chat in our group chat right now. We're watching it immediately after the stream ends. Write it down right now.
Yeah, Rabbit and I watch it for Christmas every year.
Snow Roll.
Yeah, Snow Roll.
Exactly.
And now we're gonna do the same thing for Odd Couple, I guess. Now.
I mean,
Yeah.
of course.
Of course, Snow Roll.
It's the best episode after all, why wouldn't we?
I mean, yeah.
Sonic is such a fool. Make the place out to town.
No, I don't. Oh dear God!
You almost made it.
No.
I almost made it. And I didn't even. I wouldn't even try. It's the thing.
No, I die.
I almost made it, but then I was cold.
I almost made it, then it got cold, and I said, I'm out of here.
I realized I was in outer space and it's cold everywhere.
I'm not even wearing a spacesuit. I'm only wearing my overalls. So what? Since when did I wear overalls?
You can tell I am.
When do I say it to me?
As you can tell, I'm brilliant at coming up with one-liners, especially as Ronnie did.
Yes.
So I'm.
And then I was like, oh, penis.
And then I told him, whale.
My penis looks like a whale.
Here's my impression of Ronald Reagan. Whale.
Why does he say that? I don't know. Ask him, not me.
Why'd I give him like this? I love this fake Rodney Dangerfield.
The world's worst attempt at Woody Woodpecker's laugh there.
Sorry, I would have warmed up my voice, but it was cold in the green room.
How can you warm something up if you're cold? I mean, come on.
I mean, okay, yeah, you know, it's I'm sorry, I had a stroke.
What did that voice become for a moment? I just kind of like,
What have I become?
I auditioned for the role of the Joker. Dance with the cold and the devil moonlight. Is that how the line goes?
Why so serious?
Why?
I'm like slowly falling into my Storm the Albatross voice while I'm doing that. I'm stuttering too much. Okay, we got.
Hey, Jeff, you ever know what happened to my bitch wife?
She auditioned for Jonas. She was the whale.
God.
Like,
Man,
oh, mama.
Man, that was cold. Oh, I'm sweating.
Oh, fish.
That was me who said that. Fish. Could you tell? I can't do this anymore, bro.
We should watch Caddyshack at some point.
We should. I should put that on the wheel. Dude, I'd love to watch Caddyshack. Oh man.
Kayla says
That's
Rabbit
my
and Soul
dad's
have
favorite.
top tier impressions. Y'all cooking? Well, thank you, Kayla.
Thank you.
Hey Mario, could you like not do that, please? I'm very sensitive.
I'm very sensitive.
Skull can do both accurate voices and especially accurate speech patterns, which is very scary.
Yeah, I never even really realized that until Trip pointed it out.
You just kind of did it.
Yeah, with that GG impression.
Yeah.
Oh.
What the fuck is that fucking deal with the fucking Jesus?
Yeah. Minus the Valley Girl. That was pretty much him. Oh my god.
Fan! That was me. I was Lumpy Space Princess. Couldn't you tell?
My god.
I voiced every character in animation. Oh, no.
Yeah. Narf! Narf!
Eddie, thank you so much for the continued channel membership. Leaves a member message. Been a member for 26 months. That's over 2 years. Thank you for sticking with me, my dude. Says I should be sleeping. Well,
Go to bed.
Go to
I'm
bed.
sorry. I'm sorry that our fucking insane antics have been keeping you awake.
Hey, Eddie,
but
wake
thank
up! Wake up, it's cold! Eddie, wake up! It's cold!
But thank you for the continued support, my dude.
Hey, Eddie, I'm the voice of Spider-Man. Cold. I'm losing my mind. Just instinctively now, I just have to say the word cold. As
full cold.
What's the weather outside, Rodney? Well, it's cold, 110 degrees. That's not cold, Rod. Well, we're in Texas.
Oh, it was a Groundhog Day.
I was there, and it was a groundhog, and it was a puppet. But that was cool.
That wasn't Bill Murray, it was me.
I contorted my face to look like Bill Murray. Pretty cool.
What a comedian! What a chameleon of an actor!
What a chameleon!
I mean, he is a comedian, but you know, a chameleon as well.
I was the voice of Rotor in 7 AM Season 2, couldn't you tell? They used my face as a reference for his design.
Oh my god.
That's so mean. Oh no.
But that's kind of like a joke that he would have made, because he was like, he was kind of one of, one of the first real super self-deprecating comedians.
Hey, you ever hear about the 500 jokes where I have a small penis?
I looked down, it's not there. When it's cold, it's gone. When it warms up, peekaboo. Oh boy.
Did you know that Pikachu after my penis?
Yeah, you thought that was Gabriel Iglesias? Yeah, Pikachu. The chocolate cake thing, I taught him that. I made him fat.
Yeah, Super Mario Galaxy, woohoo!
Do you know someone who owns a gun?
And he says all these voices are just white noise for me.
This is what he goes to sleep to. Eddie. That was me, I was Venom. I'm also Eminem. Venom. Venom.
No, Venom.
One of these days I'll get tired of that bit, but today's not that day. What a perfect way to end this thing.
Well, that is Super Mario Galaxy, everyone.
This was me.
Oh man, my penis is cold.
Oh, my penis is
God.
That was my wife when she saw it. Whoa, it's so small.
It looks numb.
Oh, Princess Ali!
Sorry, blue cheese.
So yeah, that was Super Mario Galaxy Part 2. And again, while I'm going through these computer troubles, gameplay will be handled by Trip and other friends who may be willing to help out.
I mean, primarily me, because I'm just the GOAT. I'm the number one.
Yep.
I'm the boy, the one and only, top of the top. It's all
primarily
about me.
Trip.
Primarily me. It's all about me. I'm a narcissist. You see, you've known this. It's all about me. This channel's called Trip902 now.
I'll see about we're trying as best as we can to get the computer situation all settled as soon as possible, but it's probably gonna take a little bit of time. There's a few people I'm gonna chit chat with and whatnot, but I can still do stuff like memory lane buddies, for instance. That shouldn't be any problem. And again, the episode this month is going to be Rabbit and I talking about unfinished or unrealized projects. So
I'm excited for that one.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I saw what you were doing.
Lobo.
As far as the next stream is concerned, don't know when it's gonna be, don't know what it's gonna be. But again, through this difficult time for for the channel with like the computer issues and whatnot. We are gonna try to at least keep streams a regular thing. You know, at least somewhat. So yeah, updates as soon as they come. But you know, it was nice to get back into the thick of things, even with how utterly bonkers we got near the end of this. Yeah.
Better that than being dead the whole time.
Yeah, true.
Fair. Very fair. So until next time, everyone. I have been skull902.
Trip.
Hey, I'm RabidSonicFan. Oh.
Shea.
Oh, the pain.
Thank you for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful day. Bye-bye, everybody.
Hey, have yourself a cold day. Run, go.